Stuart Sue, is the entire collection here? Well, yes, I'll introduce it to you next. This is the King Wu's burial jade garment, which is said to have been carved by hundreds of artisans, carved into pieces of the finest jade, and pieced together in a chain, without a single rivet buckle lock, really natural and exquisite. How much jade does it cost to make such a big one? Oh, Master Su is very generous. How can I remember seeing this human-shaped shell at Emperor Xiaoyao's? Didn't he say that it was the only one? It seems that this one is a fake. Master Xie, can this golden jade garment inspire you? Vice Patriarch Su, it's not always about inspiration. What a pity. What is he up to now? This collection is the 6 styles of Joy Bronze statue from the Great Rejoice sect, the #1 demonic sect of the Great Tang dynasty. This is a gift from the first vice master of the Great Rejoice sect to the Lord. It is said that there is a mysterious technique hidden in it which people who do not know martial arts can also master. Of course, it's not that easy. It depends on your luck and perception. This collection has been on display for 3 years, but no one has been able to get a chance from it so far. Aren't these just erotic statues? This old man Su Min even took this thing out for people to see. Don't you want to take a closer look, Master Xie? It is said that these bronze statues contain a secret method of dual cultivation unique to the Great Rejoice sect, which is a supreme gift between men and women, in bed. What, do you think I need to learn this stuff? I'd like to learn how to do it. Why don't I try it with you after I learn it? We are in public, so be aware of our image. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Master Xie really does not understand the atmosphere. I don't want to play with you anymore. Keep away. Miss Yen is really beautiful. She is really charming. Miss Yen actually likes to take a look at this treasure too. A group of dogs licking. Yen Ryu is just a little beautiful. What is the big fuss? We are here anyway, let's have a look. Skill entry is successful. Skill name, Rejoice Meditation Technique Primary Version. Skill description, the function is to enhance the pleasure between 2 sexes in bed, and to realize the way of celestial transformation between the peaks of extreme happiness. Current level, uninitiated. It is detected that the host has mastered LV2 Broken Kuyan Kung Fu, which is the lower version of the Rejoice Meditation Technique. Do you want to spend 50 source points to absorb the Kuyan Kung Fu and automatically initiate the primary version of the Rejoice Meditation Technique? What? How can this be? With only 50 source points, of course, the choice is yes. Mastery of Skills and Rejoice Meditation Technique Primary Version Current Level, LV0 Max plus Current Effect, Strengthening the Essence and Cultivating the Energy. Strengthen the stamina, greatly enhance the practitioner's length of time. The life of the Great Harmony not only keeps the essence, but also can slightly promote the cultivation of both sides. What the hell? But looking at the description, it seems very powerful. Let's go ahead and do a breakthrough. Mastery of Skills and Rejoice Meditation Technique Primary Version Current Level, LV1 Broken. Current Effect, Strengthening the Essence and Cultivating the Energy, and greatly enhance the practitioner's stamina. It will not only keep the essence, but also can slightly promote the cultivation of both sides. If there is no will in either of the sides, it can block the essence. Surprisingly, it cost me 100 source points. Looking at this skill description now, it seems I don't have to worry about Qin Shinzi taking advantage of me in the future, hee. It's worth it. Why is it getting hotter and hotter? I feel like I've realized something. I'm sure it's fate. Sigh. What happened? Have you learned it? I've been looking at it for half a day, no inspiration at all. It seems that I have no chance with this secret method. All right, everyone, don't gather here. After I finish introducing all the exhibits of the master, you can come back to see this 6 styles of Joy Bronze statue. This group of mere mortals, they want to learn the secret method of the Great Rejoice sect? It is simply delusional. Our target has appeared, an amber bracelet with the corpse blood leech. How about trying to steal it right now? Too conspicuous, we can't do that. Indeed. On the surface, it seems that Su-min is drinking and having fun, but in reality, he has been paying attention to this side. Yin Ryu's skills have not yet reached the level of being able to make small movements under Su-min's nose. Half an hour later. Master Su always hang out in the talented people's world. He has seen and heard a lot of things, beyond what we can achieve. I can't get enough of the 6 styles of joy bronze statue. I want to see more. In a year, many new treasures have been added. Haha, the treasures are precious and should not be displayed for a long time. If you want to see more, please wait for next year's meeting. Puppet Beast Chuanwu, follow my command. But the most shocking thing about this whole meeting is this gigantic puppet beast. I think Master C's poem is also impressive. This meeting was really worthy a trip. You're joking, which literary meeting isn't a worthwhile trip? Done. Next, it depends on when Su-min will get out of the way. Don't worry, Master Xie, I have made arrangements. Master Su has opened our horizon again today. Haha, it's actually not much. I really enjoyed today's literary meeting of Master Su. The last time I felt this way, it was 26 years ago during spring, when I first arrived here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's spring here at Yudu. Why don't we go out to the pavilion to cruise the river? Let's enjoy the scenery. What do you think? Master Zhang's proposal is a good one. Let's cruise the river, share delicious food, and enjoy. It's rare to see Master Zhang with such interest. I cannot let you down. Sujio, I'm going out with a few old friends to enjoy the scenery of the river. I'll leave it to you to follow up with the food and banquet. Roger, Master. This prefect Zhang is very cooperative with you. He took Su-min away. I also have paid a great price, but you don't have to worry. He actually does not know what we want to do, not to mention your real identity. Then I will go and take a look of that puppet beast. Okay, bring my little girl with you too. As soon as the food was served, they went out alone to a quiet place. Damn, if I can be more talented. With your appearance, I'm afraid you are thinking too much. Your little girl can't hide from Sujio and Cui Jing when you let her out, but I can help hide her ghostly aura. But if she's being released now, nonsense. Who told you to let her out here? Go around the corner to avoid their sight. Right here. Then I will go. If anyone asks, Master Xia will say that I just need some fresh air. Oh. Huh? Are my eyes misty? How come Miss Ryu is not present? Yes, how come Master Xia is the only one left? The chef who came here is a famous chef in Yudu. How come Master Xia is not enjoying the food but standing here alone? Where is Miss Yin? Thank you for your concern, but I'm not hungry now, so I am here to enjoy the wind. As for Ryu, people have 3 emergencies. She ate too much sweet potato before coming, so she is looking for a convenient place. There is a toilet downstairs around the corner. It seems that Miss Yin didn't go down from the stairs. Since when do fairies take the stairs? Ryu is used to flying. Not to mention, you can't be sure Ryu went downstairs to use the toilet. You know that she has diarrhea. How embarrassing would it be to be heard instantly popping sound by the maidservant who also went to the toilet? I guess Ryu must be hiding to the surface of the river so that the noise can't heard. How comfortable. Ahem. I'm sorry to interrupt. How could this Master Xie be so vulgar? A disgrace to civilization. 3 minutes later. Master Xie. This tactical beast is truly great, no cracks at all, and the materials used are extremely special. Not only am I not able to sneak in, but Mei Lang and your little female ghost can't get in either. I have run out of ways. We can only use Sujio. Do as planned. I will go to Sun Rong now. The demon jade young Master Xie is really incomprehensible. I couldn't tell whether he was vulgar or elegant. This person is really talented, but he dared to offer the master the poem frog chanting. His heart is estimated to have no respect for the master. Most likely he sees master as a joke. Alas, it is better to tell my father-in-law that we will not hold this meeting anymore, as every kind of people have come up. That's all the fun the master has, so please take it easy. Father-in-law has his own set of tastes, and it is too difficult to stop him. Forget it, let's see who is coming. I finally finished the account reconciliation. I'm tired. Thanks for your hard work. That's right, I have worked super hard. I need my husband to feed me. Okay, come on, open your mouth. In public, can you two be more restrained? Save your breath, you were no better than me when Miss was here, you know. HM? Wrong, what's wrong? Nothing. Why is young Master Xie standing there alone? Leave him alone, the meeting is over. You've worked hard all day, so let's eat something. How can that be? Young Master Xie Yan is a famous person in the Jianghu. We can't let it out that we didn't treat him well. Wait a moment, I will invite him to come and have dinner with us. Wrong? Haha, it's rare for me to see that accountant's son cares so much about people other than you. Moreover, Master Xie Yan is quite good-looking. Uncle, don't you know what kind of character Wrong has? Stop making fun of me, eh? Why does Wrong seem to care about Xie Yan? Is it my delusion? Master Xie. Huh? Get source points appreciation 0.01 points son Wrong. Get source points admire 0.01 points son Wrong. Why are you standing here alone? Do you want to have some supper with me? Hey, accountant's son actually talked to Master Xie? Didn't she never talk to us? How could she treat this Master Xie differently? How can we be less than Master Xie? Look at Master Xie's face, then look at yours. Wake up. Master Xie, try this wine-stuffed lake shrimp. This is Yudu's signature dish. You can't eat it anywhere else. Thank you, Mrs. Sun. I will try it. Master Xie, don't be polite. Try this roasted leg with wheat sauce again. The taste is also unparalleled. And this 8 treasures duck, chai xin perch shan town mushroom. Wrong, don't be so enthusiastic. Master Xie will be uncomfortable. I am just treating guests normally. How can you say that about me? No, I didn't mean that. I mean you should not always stare at Master Xie. Master Xie is a guest. Isn't it rude if I don't look at him in the eyes? Husband, you are really strange. That was not what I meant. All right, don't argue with women. Xie Yan is really popular with women. Wait till everything's over and then discipline her well. Why did you change the place? I was searching for you. Miss Yan, you're back. Please excuse me for leaving you for a long time. Why is Master Yi looking at me like that? It's strange. Miss Yin is here, just in time. Let's have some supper together. Miss Yin, sit here. Okay. I can do it myself. Don't be polite, Miss Yin. Accountant son, don't be too busy. You should eat it too. Mrs. Sun, are you too enthusiastic for Master Xie? Since the master likes Master Xie's poems the most, as a servant, I have to entertain Master Xie well. Master Xie, try the Mandarin fish dish too. Thanks a lot. His wife has been courting me in front of his face, yet this guy can really bear it. Do I need to be more enthusiastic? Forget it, I am the one who suffers from my enthusiasm, so let's wait for Yin Ryu to continue. But then again, what kind of ecstasy did this Yin Ryu give to Sun Rongrong? Hey, don't be such a gentleman, your words are a bit ambiguous. It's better to have a glass of wine, and then touch her hands, hug her waist, and have some skin-to-skin kisses, otherwise the stimulation to Sujio will not be enough. Don't worry, I have just secretly played a trick on Sun Rongrong in the following. She is now full of good feelings for you. She will not refuse these small actions of yours. Damn, I thought this demon girl had some tricks, but in the end, I still have to rely on my own to sell my looks. No, I will use my own methods. The gods hate spirits. Steward Su, let me tell you, your wife is so enthusiastic. Steward Su has a wife like this, what more could a man ask for? The effectiveness of the god's hate spirits depends on the opponent's willpower. Sujio's emotions have already been aroused, so I'll add something here. I'm not afraid that this guy is not targeting me. Get source points rage 0.01. Sujio. Sujio is enraged? It seems that I have overestimated him. What are you doing, my husband? Do you want people to eat? Get out of the way. Husband? Steward Sue, calm down, let's talk properly. Master, don't stop me, I just want to have a good chat with Master Xie. The more I think about it, the more I think it's wrong. Master Xie, let's not talk frankly, what is the intention of the poem frog chanting that you composed? What are you saying? Do you think that Vice Patriarch Sue is not good enough for my poem? Puff, this guy is very determined, and he is not demented even when he is angry. I am the servant of the master. Master Xie used your talent to tease the master like this. I really can't get over this hurdle. Fortunately, we might as well speak with the rules of martial arts and fight in a dignified manner and completely solve this matter. My husband, why are you mad? How can you treat Master Xie like that? Shut up. It's a matter of the master's reputation. What do you know, you woman? There is no room for you to talk here. Not sooner or later, but at this time to ask Master Xie for an explanation. In my opinion, he simply can't stand seeing his wife with others. Shoo, shut up. I am genuine. Steward Sue insists that I don't have good intentions. Do you still think you have better vision and better taste than Vice Patriarch Sue? Are you trying to hit Vice Patriarch Sue in the face? If that's the case, then it's not a bad idea to accept this invitation to fight. You are too much of a bully. Master Xie, I know you definitely don't have any disrespectful thoughts towards Master Sue. Just explain clearly to Steward Sue, don't agree. Very good, as long as Ge Huayu can successfully give Sujio an ill-hearted seed in the competition, it will be easy to ask the mechanism of Xuanwu from him afterwards. I can't bear it. This Sujio insulted my admiration for Master Sue. I must fight with him. This evil woman, she acts as if it is true. In private, she can't wait for us to fight. Forget it, you always have your own ideas, I can't persuade you, so I won't say anything, and if you go on, you'll get mad at me. Insulted? It's your heart that knows best whether it's an insult or not. Steward Sue, all right, let's fight and see. Although I don't know Ge Huayu's methods, Qing'er's spell can be used. The spell will take effect on the innate experts. You have to beat the opponent half to death in order to take advantage of the weakness. So, a battle with Sujio is inevitable. This coincides with Yen Ryu's plan. Master, please stop my husband and Master Xie. They don't kill Sujio. Remember to admit defeat and resolve your grievances at the end. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to have a reason to approach him alone. I know, cut the crap. It's a pity that, for the sake of the future plan, I can't really physically hurt Sujio, making the scene too ugly. Therefore, I can only use my invisible spiritual attack methods to secretly weaken his spiritual will to the limit. This can be done by the period between one Buddha and the next difficulty when needed, except for the victim, no one would suspect a thing. However, using this trick to deal with innate masters consumes too much chi, so it is impossible to continuously cast it. And the cooldown time is extremely long, which means with its scraping power to innate masters, it is impossible to achieve satisfactory results in a battle. But since I have the 6 Desires Golden Pill, everything is different. The existence of the 6 Desires Golden Pill allows me to produce Buddha's aura at a maximum power consistently. But its effect on an innate expert is very low. Earlier I had asked Yen Ryu for a fight. It was to test the effects of this technique. The results were very good. Even Yen Ryu, an innate expert who specializes in soul cultivation, was entangled in me for a little more than half an hour. Her spirit was in a trance. If she hadn't noticed that something was wrong, she would have been reluctant to continue fighting with me, and if we fight for a little more than half an hour, I could even let Qing'er cast a spell on her. So, I just have to keep fighting a little longer. Sujio's spiritual will is obviously not possible to compare with Yin Ryu, estimated that at most half an hour is enough. HM? All right. Have you forgotten what this place is? This is the King's Pavilion. This is my father-in-law's meeting. You can't fight just because you want to. That's nonsense. The poem Frog Chanting is indeed a majestic poem with the power of an emperor. My father-in-law is indeed a wise and powerful man with an extraordinary appearance. But in the end, my father-in-law is still the vice-patriarch of the Moxian sect and a citizen of the Han Empire, so this poem is too excessive and could be suspected by the higher-ups. Master Xie, you have the name of Master Xie of Jiangling. Why don't you know these things? I can't imagine that even Master Yi sees me in this way. In that case, I don't bother to argue. Since the poem has been done, whatever you think, I can only accept it. What is he thinking? Never mind. No matter what he is thinking, since Steward Su is in a difficult position, let's give him a lesson. You too, Steward Su. It is not wrong to dishonor a minister, but it is not decent to shout in front of many guests. It is true that right and wrong grudges should be resolved, but it also depends on the occasion. At this moment, since this is a literary meeting, we should deal with it in a literary way. So I propose. The two decide the winner with the flying flower order, which won't hurt the harmony. What do you two think? Flying flower order? Yes, when you write a poem in 7 lines, the title must be used in each line, but you must not repeat the previous lines. Each player is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes. If you can produce a poem or make a mistake, you will lose. Flying flower order? This proposal is very much in line with Master Yi's style. Steward Su doesn't seem to be very good at it. The poetic talent of Xie Yin is obvious to everyone. Why would Master Yi ask Steward Su to compete with him in the flying flower order? I didn't expect Cui Jing would make such an outrageous suggestion. It was a mistake. I should have asked Prefect Zhang to stay here. Master Yi, are you sure you want Steward Su to compete with me? I know the flying flower order. I used to watch the show Poetry Conference on Earth. I only need to write the poem with the keyword on each line, not limited to the original. As long as the other party doesn't come up with 2 tricky keywords, it would be really easy. Damn, that's not it. This ruins all of my plans. How can I still cheat? Master, this. You two first hear me out. This purely cultural fight, indeed, is not quite in line with the identity of the 2 innate experts, so I have added a rule. In the process, the 2 can interfere with each other by casting techniques. Of course, this is the King's Pavilion surrounded by ordinary people, so this method must not produce the slightest damage or impact on others and the surrounding environment. Otherwise, even if the poem is made, it will be determined as a defeat. Steward Su, if my memory is correct, your 7 works of murder can confuse the mind, so it can be used. It is true, but Master, why do you want me to compete with him in the flying flower order? I only judged him on the level of the amateur. If it's a competition, I'm afraid I'll lose. According to the rumors, although Xie Yin has constant affairs, his strength should not be underestimated. In actual combat, he may have the level of innate double layer. If you really fight with him, you will suffer. As for a literary competition, I can help you. You only need to concentrate on harassing your opponent with confusion and illusion, and you will naturally teach him a lesson. I see, it is the master who thinks far ahead. With your martial arts and literary skills, it is obvious that such a competition is not difficult for you, right? You can interfere by casting techniques, but shall not damage the surrounding environment. Yes, I accept. This is the kind of competition I want. Very good. The period between one Buddha and the next difficulty is a perfect fit for this, and Sujio still has to endure it. After all, in my plan, what happened here is to let Gee know, but if I used the finger of flowery swords in the fight with Sujio, it would be difficult to explain to Gee afterwards. Of course, I can forcefully say that the one who fought with Sujio was Xie Yin that was disguised by Qin Xingzi, but if she makes trouble in other places during this time, I will be doomed. I could also use Changqing Baquan to fight Sujio, but this would inevitably lead to Su Min's doubts about Xie Yan's identity afterwards. So the previous plan has always had some hidden dangers. I had thought about dodging the whole process, not attacking, and trying not to expose the characteristics of the techniques, but it is very difficult to deal with the innate masters, and I might not have the energy to perform the period between one Buddha and the next difficulty. Cui Jing proposed this way of fighting, which just solved all my hidden dangers. How could I disagree? Since young Master Xie also agreed, we will start according to my master's suggestion. Are you sure? Can you plant the demon to Sujio in this kind of fight? Also, Cui Jing has no good intentions. He will certainly help Sujio cheat, then he is responsible for the literature. Sujio is responsible for the martial arts. You won't turn over in the gutter. Don't worry, I'm prepared. That's right. This method of competition not only can determine the winner, but also do not have to dance with swords. Why not do it? Go and prepare the pen, ink, paper, and inkstone for Steward Su and Master Xie. Roger. I have never seen such a form of flying flower order before. Me too. This has broadened my knowledge. Both are innate masters. I wonder whose techniques are more powerful. Spring River, flowers, and moonlight night. The beginning of all things begins with spring. It is better to take spring as the title. Very well, it's not that hard. Spring. There are many verses that start with spring. At the beginning of the line, the person who receives the order must recite a verse with the word spring, which must be in 7 lines, and the position of the word spring should be next to what it was in the verse of the previous line, and so on. What the hell? Isn't it enough to just have the word spring in each line? What's with the shift? Master Xie, do you have any opinion? No comments. The poetry contest is wrong for me. It's not that simple. It's a problem this time. What's wrong with you? There's not really a problem, is there? No, they're just playing games. Damn, I can only go on. It's my fault for acting recklessly before. Anyway, I was going to admit defeat. I only hope to delay a little more time, so that I'm out of words before weakening Sujio's spiritual will. Since Master Xie has no comments, you two can start. Remember, each of you have only 3 minutes to think. Master Xie, since this challenge was initiated by me, let me go first. No problem, please. Now that we've started, he is in for a fight. 8 difficulties demonic technique. This guy, he attacked so quickly? What kind of tactics is this? Quietly, without the slightest power, if I hadn't felt a slight thorn in my spirit, I would have hardly noticed that he had already made a move against me. Then Steward Su, please listen clearly. The first line of this poem is, unfortunately, this effect is weaker than a mosquito bite. If this is all what he have, then I will win this time. It started. It started. I wonder what verse Steward Su will write. I mainly wanted to see what technique Steward Su would use to disturb Master Xie. My first sentence, spring breeze, peach and plum blossoms. Look, in front of Steward Su. What kind of monster's shadow is that? So scary. Confusing phantom killing. And in the autumn rain. When the sycamore leaves fall. In the spring breeze, the peach and plum blossoms bloom, and in the autumn rain, when the sycamore leaves fall. Master Xie is being haunted by that ghostly face. Why is there no reaction from Master Xie? What is the situation now? I can't understand it. For me to continue, the second word must be with spring. Let me think. Master Xie, it's your turn. As expected from young Master Xie, he doesn't give any reactions. A glass of wine with peach, plum, and spring breeze. No. The spring breeze cannot pass through the jade gate. Also not right. The time is 3 minutes. I still have time. I still have time. Don't rush. My confusing phantom is a continuous erosion attack. If you're so arrogant that you're not taking the initiative to dispel it, then it would be impossible for you to focus. The faint tingling sensation is still there. This guy, how dare he still attack me? Could it also be some kind of sustained attack? Got it. There. There. Master Xia has won too. This is less than 10 breaths, being entangled by such a terrible ghost face, and he can still be so fast, worthy of the Jiangling's Master Xia. Yes. Yes. I'd be pissing my pants. I wouldn't have time to think about poetry. Wait, there is no hurry. Let's delay until the last few seconds. The longer I delay, the better for me, not to mention that I also want to think about how to pick up after this. The next ones I want to pick up are from the 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th, 12th, 14th positions. Let's see. Master Xia, you still have 2 minutes left. Please pick up the next sentence as soon as possible. I know. Thank you, Master Yai, for reminding me. What the hell is this guy thinking? His posture just now, he should already have figured something out. Could it be that he deliberately endured a few more seconds of my confusing phantom killing to show off his determination? That's right, that must be it. You're really arrogant, huh? You'll have to cry later. Could it be that Master Xia is still under the influence of that ghost face? Yes, otherwise he wouldn't delay his writing. The time is almost up. Steward Su's technique is very powerful. It has broadened my knowledge. It's almost time. If I delay any longer, then I will really lose. The cold spring has just passed and the year is over. The guest has slept for a long time. This is the second verse I thought of. Master Xia, you can use any technique to disturb Steward Su. Sir, don't worry. I've already cast it. When? How come I didn't notice it at all? Huh? Master Xia has already done the work? How come I don't see anything? Yes. He obviously just wrote a simple line of poetry and read it out. What's the reaction from Steward Su? There seems to be no response. Could it be that Master Xia actually doesn't know how to do anything like that, so he just didn't use it? You have a point, though. No mistake, this guy had already cast something, but even Master Yi couldn't see it. This move can plant a demon in the opponent's mind? Why do I feel like I've felt this before? Steward Su, I couldn't tell if he was attacking or not. Are you okay? Fine. Xia Yin did attack me, but it was nothing to worry about. This method is very similar to pure will coercion, which is very useful for acquired martial artists and ordinary people, but it is too weak for the innate. He probably doesn't know much about spiritual attacks, so he is using such methods. He knew he couldn't fight back, so he planned to defend with all his might from the start, trying to wear me out. Not attacking, just defending and trying to kill me? Even if you are one of the 5 princes, you are still too arrogant. Master, go on. Listen up, the 3rd sentence. I've practiced my confusing phantom killing to the point of perfection, so I'll see how long you can last. Sober up with the spring breeze. Hilltop slanted light. And yet they welcome each other. 2 minutes 50 seconds later. Do you think Master Xia was affected? He seems very calm on. But isn't he taking too long to think about it? Yeah, Steward Su hardly hesitates. When did Steward Su become so perceptive? These 2 deadheads are quite cute. Unfortunately, I don't have too many fancy tricks, so I can only use poetry to make my point. Next is the 4th sentence of the poem. The grass and trees know that spring will soon return. All kinds of red and purple flowers are fragrant. It's really not that easy. Then come again. The 5th sentence. Confusing phantom killing. The 7th sentence. Confusing phantom willing. Steward Su is so good, he always comes out with the words without thinking. It feels so strange how Master Xia is responding. If you want to say he's good, he was completely beaten by Steward Su and couldn't fight back. But if you want to say he's weak, the 8th sentence reads, no one is around to see the flowers fall on the trees, and the birds are singing all the way in the spring hills. Shit, it's hard to think about the next. My brain cells are almost burned up. Why didn't I memorize a few more poems back then? He faced an endless barrage of attacks and was able to stay calm and still, always picking up the next sentence in the last few minutes. It's been a long time since I've been at full strength to perform the confusing phantom killing. How can I feel some strain this time? Could it be Xie Yan's interference? Impossible. That guy simply doesn't not have any good spiritual attacks. It's purely based on the innate pressure. How could it be able to affect me? Good. He's afraid to open his eyes. He's afraid to let me see how much he's been affected. Even the innate second-level masters will be disturbed and confused. I will see what you will do next. Continue. The 9th sentence. The 11th sentence. The 13th sentence. One incense stick later. The 32nd sentence finally came to mind, but the next ones are completely out of reach. It's too difficult. If I had known it was so difficult, I wouldn't have agreed to Cui Jing's proposal to fight with Su Jiao. However, this Cui Jing is really powerful. He blurted out every sentence without thinking. No, it's impossible. I have already been continuously disturbing his spirit. How could he be able to answer in the last few moments every time? Steward Su? Steward Su. Huh? This guy broke down on his own? The period between one Buddha and the next difficulty technique, along with this guy's crazy skill, consumed a lot of his energy. He finally collapsed. S+ level fighter's spiritual will. Even if I do nothing, you can't disturb these deadheads, Su Jiao. You will have to admit it this time. This situation means that his mental will is almost damaged to the foundation, and it is already at the end of the shot. It is almost enough, and I cannot wait for him to completely collapse. Next, it's time for the performance. The 32nd sentence. The river water flowing with spring to the end, the river lake moon falls in the west again. I am ashamed that I dared to disrespect Master Xie in my heart before. Today, when I saw the face of Master Xie, I realized how vulgar I was. Immortal. Master Xie must be an immortal. Very good, I received a lot of source points. Now let's continue the performance. Young Master Xie. You scared the hell out of me. Are you okay? I just pushed too hard, don't worry. What the hell are you doing? Everything is under control, just watch my show. Strange, why do I just feel that Master Xie is the heavenly god, sacred and inviolable? So I'm not the only one who thinks so. What's going on here? Oh, what's wrong with Master Xie? Why is he looking so weak? Master, is Rong all right? Why do I have to kneel to Master Xie? What's going on? It's fine, it's just a slight mental fatigue. That's a relief. This guy just made a big noise, but look at his appearance now, it's strange. So my attack still took effect, but he held on strong the whole time. Xie Yan's technique seems to make ordinary people worship him fervently after being attacked, but it has little impact on me. Steward Su, you, Master, don't underestimate him. Xie Yan's move is initially silent, but under the subtle influence, it has the power to penetrate the stone. I was careless. This kid is actually very good at the art of spiritual attacks. Master, can you consider this as a foul for disturbing others? It's possible, but he can defend himself by saying that the people are just respecting him. Also, if we force him to lose, in the view of the ordinary people, I'm afraid it will look like we are petty. Then forget it. Yes, I think his mental state is a bit worse than yours. Steward Su, can you still hold on? Don't worry, I won't let him get away with it. Husband, how about forgetting about it? Your face is pale, I'm afraid something will happen to you. Wrong, this is for the master, for the dignity of the battle. Even if I die, I cannot retreat. But, Steward Su, Master Yai, please listen to me. If young Master Xie wants to explain the accident just now, there is no need, let's go on to the next round. No, Master Yai has misunderstood, and I don't intend to make excuses for the accident just now. What do you mean, Master Xie? I didn't expect Steward Su's literary skills and martial arts skills to be so strong. Not only did he resist my attack without affecting the others, but he also forced me to such a point. I have not learned my skills well, I have not controlled my martial arts, it's so humiliating. Master Xie, you are? I am ashamed to have caused trouble to you. According to the rules, I have lost. Master Xie, this is not allowed. I'm not injured. Why do you have to admit defeat? Yes, the only influence I received was to admire Master Xie more, but what does it matter? Master Xie is supposed to be admired. Master Xie, don't give up. You may not know, I am already at the end of my strength. I wanted to give it a try, but I did not expect that not only did I fail to defeat Steward Su, but also affected the innocent people. Instead of forcing it to continue, it's better to admit defeat in style and keep the last bit of face. In fact, as soon as Steward Su raised the question, I realized that something was wrong. It's just that the beautiful moment and the beautiful scenery are intoxicating. The little frog appeared again at the right time, which inspired me. After all, I am the master of Jiangling Xie. Master Yai is also a poet and should be able to understand the thing called inspiration. Therefore, although this poem is a bit excessive, I still made it. Now in this situation, I am also considered to be responsible for it. Cough. Master Xie, you did not mean to offend the master's family. Vice Patriarch Su will forgive you. I see. That makes sense. I didn't expect Xie Yin to be so honest. It is normal for young people to be arrogant and proud of their talents, and if I really care, I was even crazier than him when I was young. What's more, he can afford to let go. This quality is rare and valuable. It is worth a friendship. Enemies should be resolved rather than knotted, so take a step back. In this case, I declare that this match will be a draw. But it was a foul. It is true that young Master Xie affected others, but Steward Su was already lethargic before that, and he was temporarily unable to come up with the next sentence in time. A draw would be the most suitable. Good, a good draw. My husband, it hurts me to see you like this, so listen to me this time. Rong is just admiring him. It's really not the right time for me to be jealous. All right, I'll listen to my master. Now that's right. Xie Yin was able to last so long under my quadruple confusing phantom killing and almost defeated me. Not to mention that I had to rely on Master Yai to fight him on equal footing. It's good to end this way. Today, I have really opened my eyes. I didn't expect Steward Su to be so deep and hidden. I'm sorry. Master Xie, under the strong attack of Steward Su, can still last so long. It is already very powerful. When I kneeled at the feet of Master Xie, I felt very peaceful. Perhaps, Master Xie is really the reincarnation of God. Steward Su, I am young and rash. I have been rude. Please forgive me. Master Xie, I was too impulsive. It's my turn to apologize to you. Come on, you guys should stop complimenting each other. I see that you are very tired. Why don't you just stay overnight and leave tomorrow? Since Master Yai said so, then. Moreover, I have a unique martial art called Wendijing, which allows me to introspect myself through the masterpieces of literature, which is most effective for spiritual grooming. Master Xie can be in the same room with me. Not only can we talk about poetry and the philosophy of life, but also restore energy too. Isn't it wonderful? This? Shit. Master Yai, it's not convenient. I'm with Master Xie. If you take him away, what will happen to me? Miss Yin, Master Xie is too tired to satisfy you. Why don't you give him to me? Let me relieve him, and I guarantee that tomorrow he will recover. This. Hurry up and find a way to get rid of Cui Jing, or else the plan cannot be implemented. If it weren't for you being so high profile, how could Cui Jing fall in love with you? I couldn't think of a good idea. You can follow him first, and then find an opportunity to sneak out. Master Xie, what do you think? Master Yai's kindness, I took it from the bottom of my heart, and follow my ass. Yin Ruyu, you little grifter, let me think about how to reject him. All right, since young Master Xie is unwilling, don't force him. As soon as I left, there was such a big commotion. You guys really messed up. Damn, Su Min? Master Zhang, why are you back again? You guys were making too much noise. I really can't help. Don't worry, he'll be gone soon. Competing with the guest. How can you be like this? Sujio, is this how you work? Master, please punish me. Father-in-law, don't be angry. Master, my husband didn't mean to do it, so please be gentle with the punishment. Humph, I'll talk to you later. My servant is rude, please don't bother with him, Master Xie. No, I'm the one who offended you. Haha, Sujio is only making a big fuss. I think the frog chanting is a very good poem, and very compatible with me. I don't think it has overstepped my bounds. In fact, there is no such thing as overstepping in the Han Dynasty. Master Xie, if you have any more poems about frogs, please write them to me. Where did this lunatic get such a big face? Master Zhang, please drag Cui Jing away with you. This is not a difficult task, and when I have promised something, I will definitely do it. But being too close to Su Min, I have to reorganize the relationship between the various parts of the court. Go back and tell him not to look for me again in the near future. Vice Patriarch Su, since there's nothing here, let's go back and continue rafting. Scholar Sompa and Mr. Ikue are still waiting. Yes, I can't keep them waiting. Come with us, Mr. Yai. I have never seen Mr. Yai write a poem, and I am looking forward to it. Haha, then come with us, son-in-law. Does Master Xia want to join? Ahem, I'm very weak, so I don't want to spoil the fun. Then, Master Xia should rest well. Although Xia Yan has talent, but he is a deficient male, alas, no one is perfect. Sujio, I will leave Master Xia to you. And you are also wounded, you get some rest as well. Yes, Master. Young Master Xia and Miss Yan should rest well. Steward Su, you go to work, don't worry about me and Master Xia. Finally gone. Wait. You're okay? Look at me, I'm alive and well, do I look like I'm in trouble? I thought since you have resisted Sujio's mental attack technique for a long time, so you should really have some injuries, but I didn't expect. A mere Sujio is not worthy to even scratch me. I think you should have already planted a demon in Sujio's body, right? It was such a good time to be alone just now, why not just do it? I originally thought you were injured and needed to rest, but now it seems that there is no injury. I should wait for him to fall asleep. I'm not sure if I can do it directly while he is awake. After all, Sujio is an innate. Although I temporarily thwarted his mental will to the lowest, but in order for Chinger's spell to take effect, it is best to wait for him to fall asleep before casting. You want to wait for Sujio to go to sleep? There is still a lot of activity outside. When will he go to bed? And what if he stays up all night? Don't panic, although he looks strong now, he's very weak, he'll be tired soon. Half an hour later. Then Steward Su will say goodbye too. Take care of yourselves. Phew, the guests are all gone, the meeting can be considered a perfect end. All right, you go rest quickly, just leave it to me here. This Xie Yan's technique is quite amazing. When you are normally attacked by a spirit, you only need to survive the wave, but his attack continues even after the duel. I'm also feeling less strong. Let's go, I really need a break. Steward Su worked hard, let us take care of the rest. Wife, didn't you say you wanted to settle accounts with your husband tonight? You bastard, you just complained of a headache, and now you are thinking about this thing. Give yourself a good rest, or I will not let you touch me. I also want to have sex with you, but you have been busy for the past 2 days for the meeting, and injured. When you are better, I will meet you. My wife really loves me, these days were really tough, then. Wife? You fell asleep so soon? It's also true that she is also working hard these days, and she was affected by Xie Yan's influence during the match. She does not know martial arts, it is normal that her mental condition is a little worse than mine. I'm getting sleepy, tonight. Inchi illusion. Well, this time, if not suffer a fatal crisis, Sujio should not wake up. But this is the first time I've ever encountered someone who can work so well against an innate expert. I have already told you, Sujio's willpower is a little stronger than that of ordinary people, and even not as good as a martial artist of the 8th or 9th level, just a little strong. Neither Su Min nor Cui Jing are here. Now there is no one in this building who can threaten us. Give me the goods. Here is the box and the amber. The amber is fine, but the box has cost me a lot of money to make it look like this, so take it gently and don't break it. You go out on guard. Master Xie, what do you mean by that? Are you still afraid that I will steal your skills? If you had dared to steal, you would not still be able to stand in front of me. I am worried about the underlings coming to Sujio. You need to improvise outside to lure people away. Keep a good watch, and don't peek. What a nasty guy, only ordering me around. Do you really think that I won't peek just because you said so? How could I do that? Right. Master Xie, what else can I do for you? You must be lonely outside by yourself. I let this little kid accompany you. This guy. Well, now I'm relieved. If Yin Ryu's 5 elements are used to peep, I can't prevent it, so I'd better throw a ghost to monitor her. According to her plan, next I should impersonate Sujio, to go inside the machine Xuanwu with this Shibei goods to swap the real thing out. With this, I'm sure Su Min will not find the truth for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't need this stuff for my plan. Well, let's destroy this. Next, start my plan. Turning into ashes. Chinger, let's go to work. When I ask some key information, let Chinger use the transformation spell to turn me into Sujio's appearance. Unfortunately, the transformation spell is not perfect. A touch will be enough to break it, but I hope no one will dare to touch Sujio's face. Today, Chinger has been thinking about this spell for a long time, and now I can finally do it. Half an incense stick later. I've got it all figured out. I'll take care of the next. You go back to your room and wait for my message. Wow. Your face, what's wrong? Brother, you really look too much like Sujio. It's hard to imagine that this is a temporary mask. Hey, you. Don't move, let me touch it. Snapped. Hands off. This face isn't something you can just touch. I just want to touch the mask, not to take advantage of you. It will make the mask dirty. Sujio is sleeping so soundly, so no one is needed here. Also, for the sake of insurance, isn't it best for you to go back to your room and act like we're making out to create an alibi? I know, but can't you be more polite to me? But you know, to create a perfect act, I would also need some cooperation from you by giving your body to me. What are you thinking? I will never let you stain my body. I just need a little bit of life to cast the ghost sound phantom art, you know. And it is not like I really want you, I just want some intimacy. This ghost has touched my hand, you can take it for a while. I'm going, you should get going too. Brother? I'm so nervous, Chinger won't reveal herself, right? This Yen Ryu is so weird, the more you treat her, the less she will doubt you. Even if there is suspicion, she would just keep it to herself, it will be fine. Chinger isn't afraid of her, sir. Can you not be nervous about entrusting such an important task to Chinger? Don't worry, I've been watching you. According to the information obtained from the Truth Mantra, only Sujio's true chi can let us inside that beast Xian Wu. Now only you can help me. All right, I will try my best. I can't imitate Sujio's true chi, so even with Sujio's face, I can't enter the interior of the shell. Therefore, we can only rely on Chinger to control Sujio's physical movements. Fortunately, Sujio's mental strength at this moment is at most comparable to the acquired martial artist of the 8th or 9th level, which is just within the range that Chinger can handle. I heard Chinger say that Yen Ryu's female ghost called Mei Lang does not have that ability, so that's fine, she won't suspect anything. Shit, this girl Yen Ryu indeed came in, am I done for? How did senior brother rap Sujio and his wife like this? Could it be that there is something that he doesn't want me to know about? Eh? Senior brother didn't even take off their coats, how careless. Forget it, if Sujio woke up, it would be more troublesome. He shouldn't be able to wake up for a while, so let's go. Fortunately, I have long let Chinger use the transformation spell to turn me into Sujio's appearance. Chinger's presence probably alerted her, but fortunately, although she sneaked in to peep, she didn't really touch my face. Chinger, where are you? In fact, I'm not too worried about being suspected by Yin Ryu, because she is a smart person. As long as I go to Shilan Kingdom to break the oath, she will pretend not to know even if she knows everything. However, if you can play a role, you still have to play it. It's not good for both sides to choose too clearly. Gulyulu, I dived into the bottom of the water and saw that steel bastard Gulyulu. Sir, Gulyulu, can you see that? Chinger, Sujio can't swim like that, change your posture. Gululyui. Oh, is Chinger really okay? But now I can only rely on her. Chinger, let me emphasize to you once again, Sujio is Su Min's most trusted steward. The guards in the body of this giant machine are all puppets. They won't suspect anything if you act like Sujio. The only thing you need to be careful of is the core of the puppet beast, the treasure vault, and the puppet leader named Kue Lu. He is sane. Chinger just needs to let it open according to the law, this, and then this. So dark. Don't panic, take your time, we're not in a hurry. According to Sujio's description, to enter the treasury, one must first pass through the power room of the King 8. From here, the defense inside will be pretty tight. Maybe you would even meet the puppet leader Kue Lu. Hang on, Chinger, the next part of the road is the most difficult. Don't worry, my lord, This, my lord, how could this be? What's up with this room? Is this what's called the power room? How miserable. These chained people have their legs chopped off, and they are in a state of dying. And Chinger can feel that their life force is constantly being absorbed. Could it be that this beast is being driven by human life force? Who? Lu Jiping, no, you've changed your name to Sujio. I know it's you. You bastard. You still have the nerve to be here. I have treated you well in the past, but I never thought that you would be so ungrateful and betray your master. You traitor. My lord, what should I do with this? Sujio, you traitor. Sujio, give back my wife and children and the lives of my 29 disciples. Sir, what should we do with this? Shall we take care of him? Chinger, go and find out what happened to him. Don't worry about these puppets, you are Sujio now, and they won't hinder you. So, who are you? What is going on here? You are wrong. If you have a debt, you have to seek revenge on Sujio. Don't seek me. Sujio, what are you pretending to be? Your voice, your breath, even if you turn to ashes, I can recognize you. In order to get Su Min's favor, you betrayed all the brothers of the sect and designed to turn them into golden pills. As a teacher, my eyes are dim, and I could not see your tricks, and I was imprisoned here by you in the end, to be exploited day and night. Even your purpose is just to drive this machine puppet? How ridiculous, pathetic, and abominable this is. Sujio, you will go to hell after you die. You will fall into the 18 levels of hell and never be reborn. In other words, all the people here are captured by Su Min and Sujio to supply food to the beasts. A living battery to be precise. And it seems that they should be deliberately maintained in this state where they can't survive and they can't die. Is this the style of the Moxin sect? I thought that Dehan and these demon sects would at most engage in the business of harvesting yang and replenishing yin like the Mocs sect, killing or burying them, but I didn't expect. Sir, it's so sad. Should we save him out? He has lost all meaning to live on. Even if I save him with Nirvana at all costs, he will only embark on the road of revenge driven by anger until he burns everything he has. Woohoo! Kill me! Woohoo! Let me die! Woohoo! What's more, the Nirvana fingers can't recover from the severed limbs, and I have no ability to keep them under Su-Min's eyelids. The best ending I can give them is to grant them liberation. Now let's do our thing. Steward Su? You shouldn't be here right now. The machine Xuanwu is now closed. What are you doing in here? Steward Su? Kue Lu, you are guilty of this. Guilty? This. I am stupid. Please tell me what my crime is. You are clearly responsible for guarding the key point of the core of the puppet beast, but you are not careful, so that these people have spare energy to struggle. Fortunately, I was worried about the tricky beauty Ryu and Master Mou doing something to the treasure, and came to the library to investigate it, and it didn't cause a big disaster. But if something goes wrong here, what are you to blame? I understand. Please punish me, Steward Su. Considering your loyalty to the Master, I can let it go. Now I'm going into the vault to check the treasures. You check these guys outside and don't let them make any more noise. Yes. That was close, my lord. How is Chinger's acting? Good. Chinger is getting more and more capable. So next. Xie Yin disguised as Sujio. The most crucial moment has finally come. Following Yin Ryu's train of thought, I could indeed get to Shueiji safely. But the core purpose of my trip has never been the Shueiji. I want to use Yin Ryu's plan to steal the treasure to provoke a full-scale confrontation between Gee and Su-Min, and create a reasonable opportunity for myself to escape from the Moxin sect. Ah, Mr. Xie. Ah, Ryu. You are so beautiful. In Yin Ryu's plan, this steal should be silent, leaving no trace. But I can't do it. I must leave some movement, pointing the finger at Ge Huayu, so that Su-Min is sure that Ge Huayu is making trouble. How? Are you happy with this? I know you were sent by Ge Huayu to monitor me and will not hurt you. But Ge Huayu wants you to accompany me to resolve loneliness, so it's okay for me to vent a little bit, right? It's so intense, damn, it's not enough to do this dirty deed. How dare you be so blatant and shout so loudly? No, I must watch carefully so I can criticize them later. Yin Ryu is really working hard. With such a big movement, no one will enter the room without knowing what to do, so I can let go of my worries. Next. Chinger disguised as Sujio. After dispatching Kue Lu, Chinger was the only one in the treasure vault, and she could easily get her hands on the stuff. You can take someone to check the rest. I'll go back first. Do some superfluous operations. This is not good. Purposely let them find something fishy and chase out. There's a problem with Steward Su. Chase him. And I have already exchanged identities with Chinger, waiting here for a long time. See if I don't turn this place upside down. Such power, there is no trace of using chi at all. I would have died just now. But why exactly? Why would Steward Su do these things? Did he betray us? I must. This must be reported to the Master. This aura. Damn, the punch in the hallway just now was not his full strength. I should avoid that at any cost. What was the movement just now? Why is it raining suddenly? What a big rain. Huh. This thing is really hard, I'm convinced. Well, this should be enough. I just need to wait for someone to come over. The clothes can actually swell along with my muscles, otherwise, it would have been torn up if it had been normal clothes. Fortunately, as long as it is not impacted by innate true chi, it should be fine. It was a sudden rainstorm just now, and now there is a strong wind? Strange, what kind of weather is this? Haven't you seen it yet? This is because there are innate fighters fighting nearby, and their realm is definitely not low. The 4 demons of manifestation. The demon of exasperation. I didn't think there would be anyone who would dare to behave like this at my banquet. Sujio doesn't know this kind of kung fu. Who are you? Or maybe, how long have you been hiding from me? No matter what your intention is, since you have made such a choice, you will only end up as expected of the vice patriarch of the Moxin sect, the 4th level of the innate, facing Su Min directly. I could only use physical means directly. I was fortunate to be able to fight head-to-head with the main world's innate 4th level, which is really exciting. You were able to save your life even with a single blow from this old man. Your martial arts are quite good, but unfortunately. When did this guy cover his face? Wait a minute. Why is he smiling? Could it be that? What is this feeling? So soothing, so relaxing, as if in a celestial wonderland. I have been suffering for too long. Just a moment of tranquility is fine, a momentary return of light is fine, even if it is just an illusion. Set me free. My Xuanwu. How dare you? Nirvana technique. He escaped very fast. Master, just now. Needless to say, I already know everything. I didn't expect this guy to have such ability, no wonder he is so bold. Such a heavy smell of mellow breath on the body. Do you really think I don't know who you are, Ge Huayu? Are you okay, father-in-law? Who is the attacker? I'm fine with it, but it's a pity that I've accumulated those treasures over the years. As for the attacker, I know what I have in mind. Right, go find Sujio, and also see where Yen Ryu and Xie Yin are now. How could anyone dare to provoke the master? Who the hell is this guy? What a big move just now. The sky is falling apart, and they are still continuing? But here, our master Xie, you are awesome. This, maybe in the eyes of congenital masters, this is not a problem at all, right? My heart, baby, this movement just now, is Su Min taking action? Who is fighting with him? Please don't tell me it's Ge Huayu. Against Su Min, this guy has no chance. The most important thing is that he is likely to leave me behind and escape first. Men are really unreliable, but I trusted him so much. If he ran away, it is meaningless for me to stay here, but if we leave, it will definitely make Su Min suspicious. But if I continue to stay, then Su Min will come over to find Xie Yin. I will also be involved in. Why did those servants outside suddenly stop talking? Yin Ruiyu. What are you saying about me behind my back? Ge Huayu? The plan went well. Lian 11 Jade Pendant. As soon as I got out of Su Min's field of vision, I immediately came back with the Jade Pendant. After Qinger finished her part, she took Su Jio's body back to his room. Su Min could only discover the clues I left him on purpose. As for the onlookers outside this room, they are just a group of servants with low martial arts skills. Qinger's 100 ghosts can easily make them turn a blind eye to my return. Thanks to me controlling all the people outside, otherwise your voice would go down and be exposed in minutes. You're still talking about me, I'm scared to death. What the hell did you do? Why did you make so much noise? Did you get the living corpse blood leech? Not me. Why would I do that? I got the living corpse blood leech. As for why there was such a commotion outside, I can answer you, I don't know where a reckless man popped up and blew up the Xuanwu puppet. If it wasn't for that, I would have returned earlier. What? That loud noise was the puppet being blown up? Who blew it up? I was so busy hiding from Su Min, how could I stop to see who it was? There's no such thing as a coincidence. It's 80% likely that this guy did it. What the hell is he thinking? In short, I have nothing to do with the riots outside. Su Min did not catch the reckless man, and he may come around to see our situation. Drag away. My heart and soul, baby, you put away Mei Lang. Let's go to the bed and pretend, so as not to be caught by Su Min. Wait, Master Xie? Okay, you can go ahead and moan. What do you think? Su Min is a cunning man. How could he be so easily fooled? Are you looking down on him too much? Why can't he be fooled? Can he still get into our bed and watch? Master Xie, forging ordinary love is no problem, but you have fought with Su Jiao and got injured. In the eyes of others, we must do double cultivation tonight, otherwise how can we explain the intense atmosphere created by me? The amount of help. Double cultivation? Yes, double cultivation. Su Min may not be able to see what we have done, but he can certainly see whether we have undergone double cultivation from our true chi, which I can't cover up with a couple of screams. I've only practiced it with the demon girl. I really didn't think much about it back then. But Yin Ryu is right. Su Min may really see the end. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to sell my body in the end. All right, it's the last minute. It's not the time to be pretentious. Move yourself. Master Xie, your look hurts my self-esteem. Hurry up, I feel that Su Min will come soon. You only know to bully, what a bad man. But you look so good, I do not care about your mileage. Hey, double cultivation, just double cultivation, don't do anything else. Then you can relax a little, you make me unable to do it. Look where your hand is before you speak. Alas, I never thought I would end up in this situation. Is this the destiny of a beautiful man? Get up. The way Master Xie closed his eyes and didn't move was so cute that I mistook myself for an apprentice and was almost moved by it. But I am a clean woman, I will not get close to men. Then you still took advantage of me. Didn't you say we should do double cultivation for not to get caught? Is there any other way out? Isn't there a way to do it without much intimacy? So you were just teasing me? Woman, you're playing with fire, you know? I'm just joking, now I will teach you how to do it now. This woman. It looks legit, it seems I don't have to worry about anything. True chi is passed on to each other, and it is included in the chi. Master Xie, don't be stunned, and start quickly. True chi is passed on to each other. This woman is playing this trick. Does it mean that she still wants to test whether I am really Gyu? But it doesn't matter, now that she got on my boat, it is impossible for her to get off. Am I asleep? I was suddenly in a trance just now. Could it be that I was frightened by the power of the master? Have Master Xie and Miss Yen been in the room all this time? Master. In reply to the master's words, the two honored guests went in not long ago and started practicing and never came out. I didn't dare to get too close, but it seemed that there were many kinds of movements without stopping. The two have been doing it for a long time, and think they can continue until dawn without interruption. It hasn't stopped? They didn't come out to take a look at such a big movement outside? Master, do you want to go straight in? No, it's too rude. Master Xie, Miss Yen, there was a commotion at the house just now. Did it affect you? Mr. Yai? Oh, it's Mr. Yai. We were having a good time, so we couldn't pay attention to what was going outside. Why are there so many people outside our room? Mr. Yai, if you need any help, you can ask to me directly. It seems that these two weren't aware of what happened outside. There were some small twists and turns in the house, but it has been dealt with. I just came here to check if the two of you were fine. Then there was no need for so many people to come here, knowing that me and Master Xia were in. I'm so ashamed. Apologies. Since you're fine, we will be heading out. Unexpectedly, it was Cui Jing who came here. That's fine. Cui Jing is much easier to be fooled than Su Min. Since we're cleared of any suspicion, shouldn't we hurry and leave? What are you thinking? It's more like showing that we're the culprits. Having said that, your acting was too rough. You got your dirt in my body. Can't you use the true chi of the Six Desires Heart Demon technique? Okay, we can sleep here then. But you're sleeping on the bed. Where should I sleep? Don't you have a brain? Sleep on the floor. Mr. Xia, you are too cruel. I am a delicate daughter. How dare you let me sleep in the dirt? I would like to share half of the bed, but I couldn't sleep well. You would not want to be attacked by my hands in the middle of the night. I think the heated couch outside would be fine for me. Good night, Mr. Xia. The amber has been obtained, and the reputation of Xia Yin has been spread more widely. Also, Su Min actually thinks that Ge Huayu blew up his puppet. I even let Qinger take out the traces he hid inside me. Even if Su Min really suspected something and came here to search, I wouldn't be afraid. So, this time, the goal was successfully achieved. At the same time, I was disgraced this time in front of the two great scholars and Prefect Zhang. Father-in-law, I'm back. Well, how about Xia Yin and Yen Ruyu? Well, he had been cultivating with Yen Ruyu in his room, and there was no abnormality. Several servants were rude and lingered outside the house all the time, which inadvertently corroborated this incident. Have you seen the two with your own eyes? Does Xia Yan have any obvious injuries other than lack of energy? Or is there any injury on Yen Ruyu? I have seen the two with my own eyes. Yen Ruyu is full of energy. Xia Yan seems to have recovered half of his spirit. Not really, I just thought about it a little more. And, did those two talk about leaving from here? No, they both seem to be planning to stay overnight until tomorrow. In that case, leave them alone. The power room of the Xuanwu puppet was blown up by a power comparable to an innate master. That thief actually brought such a powerful bomb into the interior of the puppet, didn't you find it? Kue Lu? Master, at that time, Steward Su came in alone. We did not find him carrying traces of explosives. I didn't know what was going on. I trusted you so much. The Xuanwu puppet has suffered heavy losses, and you don't know anything in the end? Rubbish. Father-in-law, Kue Lu has been with you for so long, it would be too much to kill him like this. It's just a puppet, it's not a pity to kill it. There will always be others to top it off. And I don't need waste. My father-in-law is right, I am the one who is shallow. I didn't find anyone pretending to be me, I deserve to die, please punish me. Steward Su. It's all my fault, kill me please. It's not like you're going to die. You're protecting me and you're injured. I am not so confused. The biggest mistake you made is that you shouldn't sleep so dead. If you keep walking outside, the thief who pretended to be you would have taken your presence into account and won't be so arrogant. The death penalty can be forgiven, but the living sin is inevitable. We must teach you a little lesson. I have planted a poisonous eye demon on you, causing heart-piercing pain at noon every day, reminding you of what happened today. Ahem, thank you for your generosity. I'll leave it to you, son-in-law, to count the losses. I still have to go to send off the Prefect Zhang and the two great scholars. Yes, father-in-law. Destroyed my Xuanwu puppet beast, I will remember this, but... Ge Huayu shouldn't have the guts. Could it be that Ge is behind it? But that Ge Huayu may not be the real Ge Huayu. If so, forget it, it doesn't matter if he is real or not. I must take this opportunity to pull Ge down. The next day. Thank you for your hospitality yesterday. We will continue to travel, so we say goodbye and ask Mr. Yai to convey our gratitude to Vice Sect Master Su. As long as you are happy. There is no such thing as a banquet that doesn't come to an end. The green hills will never change. The green water will always flow. See you later. See you later. Finally. I was really scared. In the end, we really did it. You still have the nerve to say that. It was all thanks to me. I've been working very hard. And most of the accidents were clearly led by you, Mr. Xie. How can you blame it on my head? Do you blame me? I am the famous Jianling Xie Yan. How can it be my mistake? All right, it's my fault. Isn't it okay for me to compensate Master Xie? In any case, we have achieved our goal, and we have taken the first step to dispel the oath. When I first ascended to the innate, it was extremely dangerous. I think it's the same case for Senior Brother Huayu as well. When it comes to cultivation, one cannot be careless. But I have to prepare for the big event in half a year. It requires a lot of time. In order to avoid collision between the two sides, the trip to Western Lawn is not urgent. I can wait for the end of the 9-Sex conference and then make arrangements. Don't worry, I know what you're talking about. GEE wants to stay with me for half a year. Yin Ryu also mentioned that for half a year. What will happen after half a year? 9-Sex conference? Should I talk to Yin Ryu? Forget it. Listening to her tone, this seems to be a well-known thing in the demon sect. All these questions seem to make me so naive. I know that the senior brother is reliable, but in order to avoid disputes between us, I still have to make it clear with the senior brother. What do you want to say? About Zhao Shi. The last stage of his practice of the Black Prison Ghost Head is to catch a purine woman and torture her in every possible way to make her turn into a ghost and raise it with the Black Prison Ghost Head after her death. And I just met Zhao Shi's conditions. Although others felt that Zhao Shi would not take action against me, the purine body is too rare. If Zhao Shi sets his eyes on me, it would be my end. So you killed him first? And Huayu happens to be the one who takes the blame, so your little game is playing quite well. He is the son of the Taoist master. If the Taoist master knew that it was me, would my family still be alive? Therefore, it is really a last resort to frame the senior brother, and I can still get the senior brother out of this mess. Although I don't know why you used your true face to grab the ancient fruit, but this is also an excellent excuse. I told the Taoist master that a person who looked like Huayu killed people and seized treasures, but I was not sure if it was really Huayu. After all, Huayu is the son of 1,000 faces. It does not make sense to grab the treasure with his real face. It is possible that other people pretend to be him. The Taoist master thinks it makes sense, so he sent me to investigate you. I see, that's simple. Then you go back and tell your master, Zhao Shi was killed by me, Huayu, and there is no mistake in that. What are you saying, brother? Go back now and tell that Zhao Shi was killed by me, Huayu, and ask the Taoist master to come to the MOXIN sect to find me. Wait. This matter can be resolved easily. Why are you doing this? In fact, the Taoist master had already talked with your patriarch Yuan. However, the Taoist master still needs me to make the final judgment to believe. Now is the chance. The reason isn't important to you, so it's best not to ask. In short, do as I say, and then you will be less suspicious. Shit, I was wondering why GEE was so calm about Chongling Dao's visit. It turned out they already had a talk, and here I really thought he wasn't afraid of Chongling Dao. Senior brother, don't you believe in me? You are my first and foremost sister. How can I really be bothered with you? Let me help you bear this. Don't be too moved. Brother, let's be straight. If the MOXIN sect is plotting something against the Taoist master, then I won't hold back either. Junior sister, you think too much. Your Taoist master will not be stupid enough to enter the mountain gate formation of my MOXIN sect. Without the suppressing the mountain gate formation, what can we do to your Taoist master? Shit, this woman can really be thoughtful. I did not think of this. I am just worried. However, the Taoist master previously told Lord Yuan that he would come over to ask for clarification, but it's just a delaying tactic. Once it was confirmed that Zhao Shi was killed by you, he would not come to the MOXIN sect at all. Instead, he would use all means to kill you. So he never planned to come there? And, let me give you a suggestion, if you seek revenge on my GE family, just target me and my father, so as to not make the MOXIN sect and Chong Ling Dao in full hostility. It's likely I won't use my original face, so you can't find me. As for father, he is a highly skilled martial arts expert. No matter what, just let Chong Ling Dao keep GEE occupied. I will see if he still has time to search for me. Why is he going against his own sect? Sister, what are you thinking about? I will do what you say. But we have made such a big move at the conference, the real Yin won't find me along the way, right? Brother, have you thought about this? Don't worry, he won't find you. Brother, how are you so sure? If Yin really wants to find us, then he will look for me first. Trust me, he won't, so just do what I say. All right, I'll do as you say. It's just as I thought, this guy is not Huayu. I originally thought that this guy had other things in his mind, but I didn't expect that he actually planned to admit it directly, and even took the initiative to take this crime on him. Admitting the killing of Zhao Shi is absolutely impossible for the real Huayu to do. Selfishness is carved into his bones, and no matter what face he has, this will not change. No matter how much evidence there is to prove that he is Huayu, as long as he violates this rule, he must be a fake. He is really a powerful guy. He can kill Huayu and even hide from GEE and the MOXIN sect. Who would he be, Yin? Neither the literary talent that impressed Master Yi nor the pleasant temperament could be imitated casually. His performance was too perfect, just like the real Yin. If he was Yin himself, it would make sense, so he really doesn't care about the interests of the MOXIN sect, and deliberately seeks trouble for them. But do I have a choice? This guy has almost all of Huayu's abilities, and the trip to Shilan country could have hardly be accomplished without him. That's also why I ignored it all. I really wanted to ignore all of the flaws he had, but this guy brought all of them to my attention. I couldn't ignore them. Regardless of whether he is Yin or not, he must have had his purpose in disguising as Huayu to infiltrate the MOXIN sect. Maybe I can use this to blackmail him. Sister, what are you thinking about? I'm thinking, Master Xie, you look so good it can be possible, but it is not necessary, at least it is not necessary for now. Master Xie. If I really tear his face off, it will make him kill me. I am not afraid that he can kill me, but why bother? Let's try this first. Where is the living corpse blood leech? After you stole it, I have not even looked at it. Here, see for yourself. Yes, it's the real thing. The guy did get his hands on it, he didn't deceive me. Give it to me. I thought we were going to the Shilan country in 6 months, what are we doing now? It is always important for me to be prepared first. What should I do if you eloped with other people behind my back? It's better than worrying about you ditching me. We both carry a great oath, I will only be more anxious than you. And there are still Chi Source Spirit Stones in the Shilan treasure house, I must go there. So don't worry about the blood leech, you'll get it when we leave. Can't you trust me a little more? What's more, at that time, I'm afraid you won't dare to walk on the street with your own identity, so how can I find you? If I run into Yin, what should I do? It is not impossible, but if you see Yin, don't take the initiative to go up and talk, you may encounter the real Yin. Remember that only I, the fake Yin, will take the initiative to talk to you about the Shilan treasure house. You have a lot of stuff going on, but I can wait, otherwise I would have just ignored you. It's okay. Get off me. Hee, I'm not playing with you anymore, I'm going back to the sect to see the Taoist master. The Chi Source Spirit Stone in Shilan treasure house attracts him, and he is also willing to continue to play. Goodbye, remember to tell your master that Zhao Shi was killed by me, Huayu. Then, come after me and my father, and try not to mess with other people of the MOXIN sect. I know. I'll do my job, don't worry, Master Xie. In that case, as long as he can accompany me to unlock the great oath of the heart, it is not impossible for me to pretend to know nothing. It doesn't matter if he is Xie Yin or someone else. Thinking about it carefully, Yin Ryu's ability to advance in this situation is indeed powerful. Qinger feels that Master has fooled her well. Silly Qinger, do you really think she was fooled that easily? Huh? Isn't she? Then how could she leave so easily? Yin Ryu is very smart. She knows very well that some things are more beneficial to her than revealing me. As long as I am willing to cooperate, I will always be Ge Huayu for her. Oh. As long as the interests of both sides are the same, Yin Ryu will be the best partner, like this kind of high emotional intelligence, knowing how to read, willing to do low. Also, her martial arts is not low and her techniques are not that common in this high martial world. In front of Qinger, this woman has a different face. Qinger, what are you talking about? Qinger is saying. Qinger misses the patriarch's sister. Master, when can we go back to the Mo Qing sect? I also miss the patriarch's sister. Don't worry, if everything goes well, we can go back soon. Really? Only if everything goes well. If it doesn't, then we may not be able to escape, but it doesn't matter. Even if something comes up, I also have the means to deal with it. Qinger can't understand. Now, this is the last and the most difficult step, to fool this fake father. Moxin Sec Ge Yi's residence. Lao Ji, we have a long-term relationship, so I thought about it for several days, and still wanted to remind you. The chief elder of the branch of words of desire, Zhu Wu Chang. When Huayu came back, it seemed he has changed a lot. His temperament is also more and more unpredictable. With this kind of change, it will only cause trouble for you. You have to think about how to deal with him. He is like this because of his new technique. I have already thought about the countermeasures to deal with it, so don't worry. No matter what, he will always be my son. Yin Qi Communication Talisman, Huayu? Father, here. Huayu, what the hell are you doing? Why are you insisting on me going down the mountain? I have a good thing to report to you, Father. The matter is urgent, so I can only let Father take a trip. What? What's the matter? Why did you call me out secretly? I wanted to tell you something. Father, do you know about the country of Shilan? I remember it's a small country close to the Han Dynasty that doesn't have any contact with the outside world. Why did you suddenly mention this place? Yes, Shilan is a small country unknown to everyone, but what if I tell Father that there are well-preserved Chi Source Spirit Stones in the Shilan treasure house? Chi Source Spirit Stones? Huayu, did you say Chi Source Spirit Stones? Yes, I am talking about the Chi Source Spirit Stones. If you offer it to the sect to fuel the base of the Mountain Gate Formation, then this achievement cannot be surpassed for a century. All right, this stuff really appeals him. Huayu, how did you hear about it? Is this for real? It was Yin Ryu who told me about it. To be honest, I'm not sure if Gee is aware of his son's secrets. He should have no idea that Yin Ryu and Ge Huayu are very close. Yin Ryu? Chon Ling Dao's Jade Beauty? When did you get involved with her? If not, he wouldn't be like this when I got the Yin fruit. It's not me, it's Xie Yin and Yin Ryu who are related. I disguised as Xie Yin to take a break in Yudu, but I didn't expect to run into Yin Ryu. According to the information I got from interrogating Xie Yin, he and Yin Ryu are actually old acquaintances and have a common secret. It's a pity that this Xie Yin guy died before I could ask for the secret. Last time I met Yin Ryu, I couldn't do anything to her. This time she came here by herself, so I prepared a script to deal with her. After some investigation, I finally learned that the secret is about the Chi Source Spirit Stones in the treasury of the Shilan country. A few years ago. Shilan Way. Shilan Treasure House. Save Mother. The great oath of the Moxi in this story is basically what Yin Ryu told me, but with Ge Huayu being replaced by Xie Yan. This is very strange. Didn't he belong to Qin Shinsi? He just started traveling the world 2 years ago. It's impossible for him to know Yin Ryu. Damn, I took half a day to fool him and he is concerned about this. Father has no idea. In fact, Xie Yin has been secretly trained by the patriarch of the Mo Qing sect. If not, how could he become so powerful in a year or two? Fortunately, I had thought about these obvious problems. So that's how it is. By the way, did Xie Yin inform the Mo Qing sect about the treasure house? Don't worry, Father. He hasn't told this secret to anyone. The Shilan treasure house can only be opened by the blood of the royal family. In order to prevent the treasure house from being stolen, the blood of the members of the royal family will be exhausted after death. So Xie Yin and the two spent a lot of time trying to revive 11 Lanwei's bloodline, until Yin Ryu discovered a strange thing, a living corpse blood leech. According to the last generation of Man Tianxing's record of strange things, there is this thing called the living corpse blood leech which needs to drink blood to live. As long as enough blood is replenished, the living corpse blood leech will reproduce the host's blood. It will keep on producing it until it fills the host's body and makes it the living dead. Father, please look. This treasure has the living corpse blood leech sealed in it. It is rumored that the living corpse blood leech has long been extinct, but I did not expect that there are some still left in this world. In fact, this was actually one of Su Min's collection. It took me a lot of trouble to steal it. Su Min? You stole this from Su Min? Yes, it was thrilling, but it did work out. My son is really capable. You can even take this from Su Min's hands. I won't ask you how you did it, so as not to reveal too many of your secrets. What the hell, I have been preparing for so long just to make up a false statement, but this bastard didn't ask about it at all. If I had known that he trusted me so much, I shouldn't even have mentioned about Yin Ryu to him. You can keep the blood leech, and 11 Lanwei's body is still in Yin Ryu's hands. Since Yin Ryu has made the great oath, she should not dare to play any tricks. You will work with her to get the spirit stones on behalf of me. Don't worry, Father. Good, everything is going smooth. However, are you sure Su Min doesn't suspect you about the robbery? It is true that there were some flaws, but as long as I'm disguised, the problem is not big. If you don't ask me, I will tell you. The previous one doesn't matter, but this one must be told, otherwise I will run away in a reasonable way. How are you so sure? Father, in the end, Su Min found out about the robbery. Although I could escape from him with my disguise, I could feel that he had marked something in my body. I wanted to meet Father outside the sect because I'm afraid to be recognized by Su Min. Marking? How come I didn't see it? With my technique, I can sense even the slightest trace in my body. I will be forced to block the smell inside the body during the night, but now it cannot be blocked. I am now covered with this smell. If Su Min is here, he can certainly find me. Don't move, let me have a closer look. Father, the smell is pretty intense here. I had to pay such a big price for this. It was indeed Su Min's method, but I didn't expect that his olfactory support had been trained to such a level that the demonic breath would linger like a pox attached to the bone. If it wasn't for your skill, it would have been really confusing. Fortunately, you noticed it, otherwise, if you go back like this, Su Min will indeed find you. I have already extracted the aura, it should be fine now. Father, really, how do I feel that there is still this smell on my body? It's still there. Crap. This guy can really extract it. Fortunately, I was already prepared. I secretly locked a small trace of breath pretty deep inside, and it was not extracted. Is your skill this powerful? But after this, whether it will be regenerated or not is really not guaranteed. After all, that guy Su Min's martial arts skills are not weaker than mine, and his techniques are really not that easy to crack. Even Father can't guarantee it, so what should we do now? Good, I don't think I need to let him continue. He himself gave a reason for brainstorming. Father, do you know this technique? Why not teach me? I'll see if I can crack it myself. This is a very profound technique. I don't know much about it. Even if you do learn it, still you can't break his technique with it. It's not necessary to use the complete technique, just the basics would be enough. My divine skill is unique, otherwise it won't be able to temporarily suppress that mark. I just want to try to see if I can reach it. Somewhat reasonable, but it's hard for me to reach the complete smell of desire branch gongfu. I've outlined some of its basic techniques. Have a look at it yourself. Really? That's great, Father. Let me see. I didn't expect it would work, but I actually got it. As long as there is a fragment of the 6 desires, I can use the system deduction function to complete it. After a cup of tea. Well, my demonic infuriating chi can be stored for about half a month. Before the infuriating energy dissipates, you can take a look. Take it. However, in a short period of time, it is impossible for you to fully understand this, and even if you master it, you may not be able to decipher Su Min's technique. You can only try it. I shouldn't have been impulsive enough to steal that corpse blood leech. What are you talking about? You stole it for the sake of the Chi Source Stones and to help me sit on the Patriarch's throne. Father, I know, now is a critical time for you. I cannot give Su Min leave a handle against you. My work here is done, the next is to run away. For now, I can only stay away from the MOXIN sect and Su Min, so that I'm not exposed. If in a short period of time I can't break Su Min's technique, wait until I get the Chi Source Spirit Stone and offer it to Father, so that Father can completely surpass that old man Su Min, and I will come back to you. Father? Can you get the Chi Source Spirit Stone within 6 months? I will fight for it. But Yin Ryu said she would not go to Shilan country until half a year later due to the 9-sex meeting. I am afraid that the time will just collide. I have no idea about this 9-sex conference. Anyway, just let GEE give me an explanation. Indeed, the 9-sex conference is more important to you. Okay, you can go to the Mo Ching sect as Xie Yin first, and I will try my best to defeat Su Min within half a year. You don't have to worry about things over Chongling Daoha. Ying Chi Communication Talisman. Who's sending a message to GEE? Shit, won't I be able to get out of here? If I can't get away, I will give you a big news. Damn, do you really had to force me to it? Why you? You can't go now. The Patriarch called an emergency meeting for the elders and asked me to bring you to it. MOXIN Sect Sovereign Hall. That's how it happened. The Xuanwu puppet that this old man had just repaired was tragically destroyed by the thief in one night. But this bastard, he was not only great in deceiving everyone with his disguise, but also has great strength to escape my claws. Chief Elder of Desire to touch Branch Shenmingyu. Vice Sect Master Su, are you talking about Huayu? Chief Elder of Desire to say Branch Zhu Chang. Chief Elder of Desire to hear Branch Jia. How could Ge Huayu do such a thing? Vice Sect Master Su, do you have any proof? Chief Elder of Desire to smell Branch Kuan-Ling. Chief Elder of Desire to see Wan Busi. If that's so, then how could the Vice Sect Master Su ask the Sect Master to invite us for a meeting? Fatty, I didn't ask you. Why are you interrupting? It's obvious. Why should you ask? Young Master Huayu, there is no reason, nor is it necessary for him to make such a move that violates the sect. He does not have the reason, nor the courage, but his father has. This man is afraid that I will give the Xuanwu puppet to the sect, thereby overshadowing his popularity, so he let his son destroy my most important treasure. And if you don't believe me, I have left a mark in his palm. I will be able to draw it out for you. And when Huayu suffered my attack, he must have been seriously injured. Let's see if he has any injuries. Huayu wouldn't really have done this, would he? Then Vice Master Su wouldn't be so sure. Don't panic, wait, let the Vice Sect Master Ge come. I have to tell this first, Ge would never dare to bring Huayu here. He might have either locked him up or let him escape. Vice Sect Master Su, these are all one-sided words. Let's wait for Vice Sect Master Ge. Then just wait and see. Everyone is here. Am I late? Vice Sec Master GE. You are finally here. I already know about it from the Sec Master's talisman, and I deeply sympathize with it, but what does this have to do with my son Huayu? GEE, don't pretend with me. Where's your son? Vice Sec Master Su doesn't need to be so aggressive, right? Vice Sec Master GE, it's nothing for us to make small troubles in private, but the Xuanwu puppet was originally a treasure dedicated to the sect by Vice Sec Master Su. Your son has been in a big trouble this time. If Vice Sec Master GE insists on covering him up, he may not be able to convince the public. Vice Sec Master GE hasn't spoken yet. Shut up, you fatty. I have good intention, Shinmingyu, don't be ungrateful. If Vice Sec Master GE is not willing to hand over GE Huayu, then how can he convince the public? How to convince the big guys about the decision made by Vice Sec Master GE? So what? Why is there a quarrel? Am I not here at the right time? GE Huayu. Huayu, you are here. Haha, what did you just say, fatty, who does not know how to behave? Just as I expected. Use Xie Yan's identity to participate in the literary meeting. Pretending to be Su Jiao. Seriously injured and fled. Temporarily block the demonic breath. Take the sacred medicine and clear the suspicions by having sex with Yin Ryu before I came. I had already explained everything to GEE in detail, and I just had to force Xie Yan's identity to add a setting that would also be simple and easy to understand, which was enough to explain why Yin Ryu didn't doubt that Xie Yan could also pretend to be Su Jiao, and the rest would be okay. Just change a few small details, and it all becomes true. And about the serious injuries, I also made up my own concept of a unique healing medicine to deal with it. GEE is smart. As long as Su Min couldn't find a real evidence, he could be completely defeated in this matter. Since I can't leave for a while, I might as well stay and mess up the MOXIN sect before leaving. What's going on? Is this man healed? Vice Sec Master Su, GE Huayu He. It is absolutely impossible for him to recover in just one night. The most important thing is that the demonic breath has also disappeared. Could it be? GEE, how dare you make a fake son to fool us? Isn't GE Huayu best at finding a substitute to be himself? Huayu, show Vice Sec Master Su your only divine skill and let him see if you are real or not. Okay, Father. That slight residual demonic breath in my body has been locked up, and no one could find it. Vice Sec Master Su, my tyrannical body can't be replaced by anyone. Is this the only divine skill in the world? How can the power of pure flesh and blood be able to send out such a powerful aura? This feeling, it's really the same GE Huayu from before? How is this possible? The breath of Bai Mao is definitely not wrong. It was definitely him who appeared last night. Now I cannot sense it. Could it be that GEE has removed it? Or was it a fake who discovered my breath of Bai Mao and deliberately sold a breakthrough, destroyed the Xian Wu puppet beast, triggering a dispute between GEE and me? No, it's not. This fake can't be that great. Besides, if he really concealed before GEE and made such a big deal, GEE should have found the clues. It is not possible to speak for him now. All this can only be explained by GEE, who is the mastermind behind the scenes. It must be this GE Huayu who was seriously injured, and GEE treated him. Only then did he discover the breath of Bai Mao that I planted, and then removed it easily. Even if this GE Huayu is a fake, it is a fake that was played by GEE. GEE, very, very good. It must have cost a lot to cure GE Huayu in such a short time. But now I really can't bring the matter to GE Huayu's authenticity, otherwise, GEE will take the opportunity to push the problem to the fake, and he will be unscathed, which is not in my interest. It's really troublesome. GEE has dealt with 2 strong evidences in a row. I'm afraid it won't be so easy to convince the Patriarch to dismiss GEE. I don't understand what you are saying. If Vice Sec Master Su has suffered from hysteria, please ask the doctor to come to your home for treatment so as not to harm other people outside. Fuck you. Your son was caught last night bombing my puppets and you have the nerve to say I am hysterical. You say it's Hwayu who blew it up. Where's the proof? Don't argue. Vice Sec Master Su said there is a mark on the thief. Hwayu has now come. Can Vice Sec Master Su sense the mark? Not for the time being, but maybe it's Gee who's up to no good. That's your proof? He can disguise himself, has a powerful and brutal body, and can freely enter and leave my puppet beast. Who else can be the one responsible? Gee, how much longer do you want to be devious? It's really outrageous. If I haven't done anything. No matter how much plausible so-called evidence you come up with, you can't fabricate black and white. What's all this noise? Yuan Sheng finally came forward. This Sec Master Yuan, in fact, I was quite worried about him before. The quarrel cannot come to an end. But later, I inquired about his reputation in the Moxin sect. He is a martial arts idiot, and he doesn't care about the management of the sect at all, otherwise he would not have established 2 vice sect masters so early, and also the entire sect is managed by Gee himself. Sect Master, Gee is too annoying, he doesn't want to admit anything. Su Min dared to accept the frog chanting, which means that he is not afraid of the Sect Master, or it's just that the Sect Master Yuan does not care about these. Sect Master, Hwayu has been in seclusion training, he has not done anything, how could I admit it? A Sect Master who does not want to care about anything, a Vice Sect Master who is unforgiving, a Vice Sect Master who has losses in his heart. I am looking forward to what this shit can become in the Moxin sect. Let me check Hwayu's body and we will know. Shit, a surprise attack, but fortunately, I am prepared. Sect Master. Apart from the broken dantian, Gee Hwayu had no other internal or external injuries, nor did you have the so-called special mark of Vice Sect Master Su. His suspicions can be cleared. Thank you, Sect Master, for clearing Hwayu of suspicion. If that's the case, then continue to investigate, and after finding out the real culprit, make a decision, and leave this matter to Vice Sect Master Gee to arrange for you. As for the repair of the Xuanwu puppet beasts and the disaster-stricken Yudu, 1 or 2 can be made up by the internal library of the Moxin sect. Roger. Very good. This is the end of today's meeting. If you have no important business, don't disturb me. Vice Sect Master Su, Sect Master has left. I will arrange for someone to investigate the matter of your Xuanwu puppet being bombed. Stop pretending, let me tell you, it's not over yet. What the hell? This Sect Master Yuan is more sloppier than I thought. But this is fine, the biggest obstacle is gone, but the problem has not been solved yet. It is time for me to shine. Although the Sect Master has not been in charge of things recently, this time the decision was too hasty. Yes, the Sect Master was too hasty this time. Since the Sect Master intended to abdicate and let me and Gee take turns to reign, I have been forgiving Gee a lot, but the result is, he has injured all the disciples on my side and destroyed my puppet beast. Sure enough, evidences are missing, and I can't do anything to Gee for the time being. Then let's settle it with this. With your ability, how could it be possible to leave solid evidence? But with so much evidence, isn't it obvious enough? You have already taken advantage of the political affairs to suppress me, it's too much. In the future, when we compete with the Taishan sect, my puppet beast Xuanwu could have been a great power. How many good things for our Moxin sect will be ruined? Gee. You are not only shameless, but also short-sighted. In order to suppress me, you want to sacrifice so many of the Moxin sect's interests. You are so selfish. Gentlemen, think about it. Can our Moxin sect let a person like Gee hold the big picture? Does he really have the ability to run the Moxin sect? Someone who just cares for himself and not the others. Su Min's trick is great. The Sect Master couldn't get through, so he played the emotional card, trying to split Gee's subordinates. The sect master has already come to the conclusion that this matter really has nothing to do with us. Don't be fooled by Su-min's acting. Gee, you are thick-skinned, there is no point in arguing with you, I will ask your son now. Gee, although the sect master has checked your body, I said before that these two pieces of evidence have long been made up by Gee for a certain price. Look me in the eyes and tell me. Did you do it? Nope, not me. Damn, this guy Su-min has finally shifted to my side. However, I did not receive any source points, and this guy is still playing on the topic. Gee, looking at your face, who would believe that you didn't do anything wrong? I didn't do it, don't talk nonsense. Father, I shouldn't have come back, I neglected something very important. I didn't expect there are other constraints for my technique. I can't deny what I have done, or I will be backlashed. When I was with Yen Ryu in the past, no one would keep questioning me about what I had done, so I didn't realize that there was still such a constraint in the skill, and the current situation is not good. This statement may seem absurd, but it is consistent with my previous description of the everlasting fist. Father believed it before, no reason for him to not believe it here. If you have something to say in public, don't use voice transmission to communicate with Vice Sect Master Ge, so as not to cause suspicion. Damn, the chief elder of the Desire to Hear branch is so powerful? Even the voice transmission can be detected? But that's fine, it's more suitable for my needs. What are you transmitting to Ge? Say it. Come on, Su-min. What are you doing to the younger generation? Huayu has been retreating and practicing recently, and his spirit is a little dazed. Just now, he also asked me how to deal with it through voice transmission. Moreover, as soon as he entered the door, it was difficult for you to speak viciously to the Vice Sect Master Su, and he was inevitably a little nervous. Very good, I didn't receive any negative emotions from Father, which means that he didn't doubt me, and I can play more exaggerated next time. Do you think I will believe it? This Ge Huayu has such poor psychological endurance. Something is wrong, however, this is a breakthrough that must not be missed. Ge Huayu, tell me, did you blow up my puppet? No, it's not me. Su-min, what are you doing to my son? Vice Sect Master Ge, it was your son who did it, you must ask your son. And when I see him like that, he is clearly guilty of being a thief. Vice Sect Master Ge, you should let Huayu speak out for himself. Elder Ge, Huayu is a little bit mentally. It's not me. It's not me. It's really not me. Why are you running? Come back. What do you want, Su-min? Ge Huayu is guilty of being a thief. What are you anxious about, Vice Sect Master Ge? Vice Sect Master Ge, you better not interfere. Explain. Did you destroy my puppet? No. No. What is the situation? I didn't use any force, did I? Huayu. Obtain source points pity, 0.01 GEE. Obtain source points pity, 0.01 GEE. Obtain source points pity, 0.01 GEE. Su-min, you old man. Get away from me. GEE, are you going to rebel? Huayu, what happened to you? Father, I don't want to answer. Vice Sect Master Su keeps pushing me. I may have been backfired. GEE, you really dare to fight with me in the main hall of the Sect Master. Ge Huayu's madness and running are inexplicable. Fatty, you are blind, can't you see that Huayu is seriously injured? Humph. Don't think you can get away with this. Elder Zhu, take care of Huayu for me. Yes, yes. My patience has reached its limit. If you hurt my child, I will teach you a lesson today, even if I have to be punished by the Sect Master. Alas, Vice Sect Master Ge, what is the reason for this? It was because Vice Sect Master Su was rude. Finally, a fight broke out, forcing myself to be seriously injured, and triggering Gee was a great idea. I really didn't expect Gee's reaction to be so big. I even received a source of pity, which made me a little soft-hearted, but who told him to force me back. If I don't make a big deal with it, it will be a shame. Next, it will depend on when Sec Master Yuan will come to clean up the mess, the later the better. Skill integration success. Skill name, 6 Desires Heart Demon Secret Art Smell Desire Branch Remnant. Skill introduction, Ge6 based on his own experience, summed up the Smell Desire Branch exercises. The great success of the practice can reveal the secrets of the 6 Desires MOXIN technique of the Smell Desire Branch current level, not entry. Gee copied the remnants of the Smell Desire Branch for me. If I want to use the system to deduce the original, I need to spend 1,000 source points. I now have completely insufficient on hand. I don't know if I can produce the entire 6 Desires Heart Demon Secret Art. Or is it just the Smell Desire Branch? Unlike the Everlasting Fist, you have to learn all 6 branches before you combine it. That's bad, although I feel that the possibility is quite high. Master, Chinger has taken care of the corpse, buried it 100 meters underground. No one will find it. Hey! It's only a matter of time before it's discovered, but by then I'll have already run away. What happened has nothing to do with me. It's because Chinger is useless. It has nothing to do with you. It's because the MOXIN seal's prohibition is too powerful. The corpse should be disposed of. It has been 3 days since that day. Gee is really fierce, 1 against 3, except for Su Min. There is no serious problem. The other 2 chief elders of Su Min's family were beaten by him. I heard they had to be bedridden for at least half a month to recover from it. I wonder what Master Yuan was doing. It took a little more than half an incense for him to get over here and stop the battle from spreading. The final disposal was what I expected. It was in line with Yuan Sheng's style. Each earned 50 big boards, and each side was responsible for the reconstruction of half of the sect's buildings and the recovery costs of the disciples' injury, and then donated a wave to the inner treasury, and that's all. Gee continued to be in power, and Su Min continued to be unemployed, making him mad enough. Originally, I was going to run away that day, but I was stopped by Gee. Even the sect master didn't find out that there was Su Min's demonic breath in my body, which made my father think that he had really pumped it out before, so he didn't want to let me run away. Fortunately, I always had reservations. After waiting for a while, I released a little bit of demonic breath for him, and finally made him believe that Su Min's technique was really not cleaned, and it would regenerate in my body after a while. I thought I would be able to run away this way, but Gee still asked me to wait for 2 more days. He seemed to want to study whether he could completely eradicate Su Min's technique. As long as I keep a little bit of residue locked in, Gee can't try to eradicate it by any means. Today is the deadline. It's time to let Gee give up completely. Father, I'm here. Why you? Don't get too close to me. The demonic breath of Su Min will explode from time to time, and be careful not to spread it to you. Father, are you all right? It's okay. That old man Su Min does have some tricks, but this mere poison breath cannot stop me. I will be able to completely eradicate it in another day. What about you? Has the injury from that day healed? It's almost healed, Father, but my body's demonic breath is back again. Just now when going out, I almost bumped into Su Min. It scared me. Sure enough, I still haven't studied enough about the smell branch. Father, I'd better go out for refuge. Although the demonic breath is regenerated, I can force it to say that Su Min later planted on me, but this can deceive others, not Su Min. That old guy dared to treat me like this in the sect master's hall without any conclusive evidence that day. I'm really afraid that if I continue to stay here, he will catch me when he finds the demonic breath in my body. That's right, that old man has completely torn his mask, if he gets the chance. We have no other choices. Finally, Gee let me leave the MOXIN sect. Before saying goodbye, he promised me that he would kill or destroy Su Min as soon as possible. But I just hope they both get hurt and they don't bother me anymore. From this trip to the MOXIN sect, I have acquired at least one powerful technique among the 6 desires heart demon secret art. The harvest is not bad. Why are you in such a hurry? What is Vice Sec Master Su doing in the way? What are you doing so far away from me? Are you afraid that I will eat you? Haha, Vice Sec Master Su really knows how to joke. I am targeting the GE family. You are an imposter. What are you nervous about? What are you talking about, Vice Sec Master Su? No need to argue. I knew you were a fake when you first returned to the MOXIN sect. I'm a fake. Vice Sec Master Su might as well ask my dad if I'm a fake. Ah, looking for GEE? Little friend, you really don't have a clue. You can't even deceive me, yet you still want to deceive GEE? Deceive GE Huayu's father? You really are not afraid to find out some trouble for yourself. Think about it, GEE has never cared about your past. He will believe whatever you say, and even if someone dares to question you, he will 100% stand on your side and speak for you. Let me tell you, he has long known that you are an imposter, but he has other purposes not to expose you for the time being, and to use you. Of course, there is also a possibility that you were originally recruited by GEE to pretend to be his son. Your martial arts are much stronger than GE Huayu, but you are a useful tool. But no matter what kind of possibility, you must have a heart of disobedience to GEE, otherwise, you wouldn't have revealed yourself in the Sect Master's Hall a few days ago. After that day, if you were found by him, he would definitely punish you. If you are wise and sent to the door yourself, then you have to be more careful. He punished you, but if he did not punish you, you better think carefully about what you have in yourself that is worthy of his conspiracy, and be careful not to be outsmarted without knowing it. Damn, this old fox has such a keen intuition that he even guessed that it was close to 10. However, GEE's behavior is indeed very strange, and I have always been puzzled, but Vice Sec Master Su, Huayu is truly astonished by your ability to speak so freely. The system will not lie, and GEE has never provided me with a source of anger. If GEE really doubted me that I killed his son, he would be extremely angry. In fact, my goal during this time has always been GEE. As long as he dies, I don't care about other things. I don't even care who you are and why you want to replace GE Huayu. You just need to know that one day you will need to find a way to get rid of GEE, and then you will have to find a helper too. Vice Sec Master Su, do you expect these few words to provoke the relationship between us? It seems that what my father said is not wrong at all. You are old and weak, soon to get hysteria. Ah. Okay, let's say I have cancer. Don't you want to learn the 6 desires heart demon's secret art? GEE won't teach you, right? And you won't dare to ask GEE for advice, right? When you want to cooperate with me to get GEE, you can come to the Hungwan Pavilion in Yudu to find me. It's not impossible for me to teach you the 6 desires heart demon secret art. Think about it, my door is open for you anytime. That guy Su Min is even willing to take out the 6 desires heart demon secret art. Could it be that he really want to cooperate with me to get GEE? If Su Min's words are true, regardless of why the system didn't receive the source of anger from GEE, why would GEE act along with me? And he also let me go, wouldn't he be afraid of me disappearing from the world? Could it be that he has cast some sort of control over me? Could it be the 6 desires golden elixir? But look at the system's description, this thing is not something bad. Or is there something wrong with the remnants of the smell desire branch he gave me? Just like the ultimate demonic bliss technique, you will be controlled if you practice it. But the description does not look like that. Realm, innate first layer. Mastery skills, expand plus source point, 561.51347. Number of times to enter the small worlds, 6 end of cooling. Forget it, It's useless to think too much. Since the small world's cooldown is over, let's go through a small world first. Even if the tasks are really problematic, at least I can choose to give up the task and return. After I come back, I will consider whether I should go to Su Min to learn the 6 Desires Heart Demon secret art. Anyway, I have a system, and I am not afraid that he will deceive me with fake products. Lord Aspie, the high-ranking mages who are stationed all over the country have been summoned to leave for the front line. The hollow rift on the front line is fluctuating smoothly, and the enemy is expected to appear in 13 solar hours. The big teleportation magic is ready. We can go anytime. Good, you just wait by. I'll ask the servant who cleans the tower a few questions, and then we can leave. I praise you, my lord, for your goodness and generosity, shining like the sun on this miserable land and bringing me light. Please allow your servant to kiss your toes in devotion. No, step back and answer my question. How is Talialu's progress coming along? Has she found a way to fuse the holy artifact? In return, my great master, although I have tried my best to supervise it, but Miss Talialu sleeps for a long time every day because of the forbidden magic fruit, so that the research on the holy sword is progressing very slowly. A hybrid is a hybrid, really useless. I will be back in 5 days. Tell Talialu that if she still can't produce results after 5 days, just wait to bear the wrath from this Aspie. You are all selected high-class people with perfect appearance, not the same as ordinary dirty humans. It is your supreme honor to use your humble lives to offer good luck to Lord Aspie in his expedition. Go for it. How beautiful red, useless and fragile it is. It's really a good decoration. It seems that the human race has run out of it. Lord Aspie is here. Dirty, the smell of human blood really stinks. Lord Aspie, please forgive me, the taste of young female humans is already weak. Forget it, I'll clean up after I leave, and don't leave filth around the teleportation array. All right, I do as you ask, and good luck to you. My great master, your servant will always pray for your victory and await your mercy again. Noble Lord Maze, thank you for allowing the humble me to witness my master's departure. If you weren't Lord Aspie's slave, I wouldn't have let an ugly male human come through. Get out of here and don't stain my eyes. Yes, thank you for your kindness, I'll get out of your sight. Lord Aspie hates humans the most, why would he accept a human slave? And let him step on the clean floor, how dirty. Human beings are simply inferior imitations of our noble existence, which itself is disgusting. So hungry, so hungry. If only I could become a sacrifice, I would be able to eat. I still don't want to die, who can save me? I hope that the great Lord Aspie will forgive me for being a human being. Miss Talialu, how is it going today? It's you. I can't do it. I'm OSB's 18th generation ancestors. This doesn't make you go away. Miss Talialu, my great master Aspie wants you to study the secret of the fusion of the holy artifact before he returns. Please cheer up. I'm still a kid, you should count on that bastard Aspie rather than me. Sleepy. Miss Talialu, you haven't eaten the forbidden magic fruit today. If the great master Aspie finds out, he will punish me. Forbidden Curse World, Human Slave Cien, Soul Replacement Successful. Importing memory. What the hell, the original owner of this world is a slave. That's too bad. Memory import is complete. It turns out that all human beings are slaves, which is even worse. The task is loading. In the Forbidden World, human beings are slaves and depend on elves to survive. Because the world's orbit intersects with another world, the dark elves of the other world often smuggle over to burn, kill, and loot, causing wars. At one point the elves were pushed into a corner. At the time of the crisis, the 4 sages of the elves were born, relying on the 4 sacred artifacts left by the god Shangji. holy crown, holy ring, holy shield, holy sword, led the people to resist the invasion of the Dark Elves, and in a major battle, the great sage Talyalu even combined the 4 holy artifacts to kill the queen of the Dark Elves. The elf Aspy was an ordinary elf who died of a stray bullet in the battle between the 4 sages of the elves and the queen of the Dark Elves, but he was reborn by accident after 10 years. The final battle has not yet begun. Aspy did not expect to get the opportunity to start over and was determined to live a wonderful life that was different from his previous life. Relying on his previous life experience, Aspy has gone through bloody storms, killed countless heroes and seized his chance, and became the 1-in-a-million forbidden magician. Even the supremely powerful holy artifacts possessed by the 4 sages were all taken by Aspy. The 4 sages who have not yet prospered also died under the pressure of Aspy. Only the great sage in the previous life, the half-elf Talyalu, was imprisoned on the high tower, searching about the art of fusion of the holy artifacts of the Dark Elf Queen. Mission release: kill Aspy within 3 months, regain the gem on Aspy's necklace, and complete the system functions. After the task is completed, you can return with all the power obtained in this world, otherwise you will have nothing. The thing that made Aspy reborn turned out to be a system fragment. I don't know what new functions will be unlocked by the system this time. Will it also allow me to be reborn back to my old world? That's too awesome. Judging from the original owner's memory, the elf bloodline has their own magic power, which I can learn and cast various powerful magic. In contrast, humans in this world do not have special powers. Although their physical fitness is much stronger than that of ordinary humans in the small world I traveled through before, they are still beaten by elves. The body of the original owner is probably at the level of a C-class fighter in the Bakuan world, but aside from his strength and speed, his mental will is completely incomparable to the fighters in the Bakuan world. Realm, innate first level. Mastery skills, expand. Source point, 61.51347. Huh? Why is it still innate first level? And I'm sure there's no innate true chi in this body, not even acquired true chi. The innate realm of the main world is a permanent proof, and it is bound to the soul rather than the flesh. Sure enough, in the main world, I blew my dantian, and I can step in the sky, and there is no problem in this world, as long as my realm is maintained at the innate. This is some kind of powerful authority to pass through the heavens, and the innate realm of the main world is so awesome. Although I can only fly. Without infuriating energy, the finger of flowery swords can't be used. The good thing is that the 8 difficulties demon technique is a technique rooted in the soul, and can be used directly. The most important thing is, the magical energy of the 8 difficulties demon technique can be converted into flowery spirit energy with the adjustments of the system. It only takes a little effort to convert it. It is not impossible to even convert it into innate true chi and display the innate version of the flowery swords technique. Although it is not original, really big moves cannot be used, but the destructive power will not lose to the general innate, and the sense of security will come up immediately. After all, although this small world only cost me 500 source points, according to the original owner's memory, there is also the existence of a lord who can level a mountain range with a wave of a hand, and the S-rank fighter in the previous world is nothing more than that. This place is not fit for farming source points, so I can't stay here any longer. I don't think it's wise to confront Aspy in 5 days after his return. Anyway, the task requires 3 months, so it's best to use my time wisely. I should get going, huh? Damn. This sword is quite heavy. According to the original owner, Aspy swung this thing at the sky and split it in half. The power is really terrifying. Let me try it. Neither the innate true chi nor the 8 difficulties demonic chi can drive it. Is it driven solely by elf magic? It seems that in my hands, this baby can only be used as an ordinary magic weapon. Forget it, a fool will leave what is good for the enemy. This little girl, the system describes her as a powerful character capable of defeating the queen of the Dark Elves. It's a shame that she's become like this now. As a half-elf, Perhaps she can help me better comprehend the common sense of magic that permeates this world. Chinger, come out. Cuckoo, Master, what do you need from me? Master, why are you holding this such a big sword? And who is this little girl? She has been poisoned and won't be able to wake up for a while. I'll tell you the details after I go out. When I get rid of the shackles on her body, you will possess and control her body to follow me. According to the original owner's memory, this time Aspie brought all the masters to the front line, and only 2 or 3 kittens were left behind here, so I don't have to worry about it. It's about time we start. The highest alarm left by Master Aspie was triggered? What happened? MS Maze, the highest alarm is on the top of the tower. Do you know what's inside there? The top floor of the tower, that's a restricted area set up by Lord Aspie. Usually, only a human slave will go in to clean it. I don't know what is inside. I'll go get that human slave. No, it can't be. How can humans have floating magic? The blood was not wiped clean. Also, this idiot elf wouldn't allow slaves to climb on Aspie's statue to do the cleaning. Floating magic. Humans can't learn magic. You must be a half-elf, vile bastard. I'll show you what happens when you offend Lord Aspie. Accept your destiny. Animal difficulty. Hungry spirits difficulty. Sanctions, my ass. I'm going to fall down. Humph, my face ah. Captain Tim. Arg. Gain source points shocked, 0.01 points Tim. Gain source points shocked, 0.01 points Jimmy. Gain source points shocked, 0.01 points Wilson. Gain source points shocked, 0.01 points Maze. Gain source points fear, 0.01 points Maze. According to the original owner's memory, except for the original owner, other humans in this castle were all sparred by the foolish elves for various reasons. Those girls were the last saved food. Although I plan to run away after a fight, this thing is still too disgusting. It disgusts me. Lord Aspie. Whoosh, scumbag. Humans, polluting noble blood, all be damned. You evil incarnation, heresy. Lord Aspie won't let you go. Hell difficulty. Remember, you elves have a custom. During a major event, it is necessary to use human beings as sacrifices for good luck. It just so happens that my hometown had a similar custom, but we don't like burning live ones. I think your culture is worth referring to. Come on, let me be the representative and have a cultural exchange with you. Hell difficulty. Let the flames from hell burn up the sins you have committed. 10 minutes later. They abuse humans all day long, even killing them for fun. Chinger possessed state. I feel sick looking at them. I might as well just burn them clean. Chinger, hurry up. This body is too weak, my master, wait for me. Master? How come there is an air wall on the periphery? Is it a protective enchantment? Wall? I don't see anything. Hell difficulty. Hell difficulty. Extinguished. No effect? Hungry spirits difficulty. Emozhuan Jin Chi finger of flowery swords. Emozhuan Jin Chi finger of flowery swords. Shit, even the condensation of the innate true chi of the finger of flowery swords failed to break this shield. Give me the holy sword, I'll try to see if I can break the wall. Hey! Spew pew. As expected of a holy weapon, it can only be used as a physical holy sword, and it can also cut through protective shields. Aspie, you son of a bitch, wait and see. I will come back sooner or later to blow your head off. As expected from the magical civilization, this fully automatic bath is really good. Nice. Master. Chinger, is Talyalu awake? There is something strange in her body that is draining her vitality and mental strength, causing her to fall asleep for an extended period of time. But do not worry, Master, after falling asleep, she will gradually heal on her own. Having said that, it's a miracle that she was awake for a short while every day. In the past few days, I have accumulated a wave of source points. I could use Nirvana Finger on her. 500 source points are needed for Nirvana Finger, and the source points are insufficient to replace the consumption of the Nirvana Finger. Do you wish to consume your lifespan? Holy crap! 500 source points? This forbidden magic fruit is that poisonous? Killing people and resurrecting them won't take this many points? Poverty makes people short-minded. Chinger, put a shape-shifting spell on me. Okay. Your Excellency, Kim Wajidbur Asby. Gain source points Admiration, 0.01 points Tina. Gain source points Adoration, 0.01 points Catherine. Gain source points Fear, 0.01 points Dory. Gain source points Fear, 0.01 points Lily. Gain source points Fear, 0.01 points Anna. Chinger Transformation Spell. Although Aspie is despised, this face is really easy to use, and every time he appears in front of people, he can brush a wave of source points. It's a pity that pretending to be someone else can only be used as a source, which is not a long-term solution. Lord Aspie, please believe that Carshire County, the largest human slave trading market, has always been your most loyal supporter. So can you tell me why Lays, the president of the Carl Chamber of Commerce, was punished? The Human Liberation Treaty introduced by Lord Mill was destroyed by Lays, but he was turned into a monster by your own hands the other day. Is it true that was really hard for him? How dare you express dissatisfaction with me? Poof. My face, what happened? Lord Carl. Remember, punishments are my reward to my followers, just kneel and be thankful. Lord Carl. Monster Gain source points Fear, 0.01 points Carl. Gain source points Fear, 0.01 points Jim. Gain source points Awe, 0.01 points Dory. Gain source points Love, 0.01 points Tabby. It's almost time. I'm going to continue my tour in Carshire. Get my travel tools ready. Or else, if I'm not happy, I don't know what I will do. Lord Aspie, please forgive my rudeness, Humph. Lord Aspie finally went out. When he was here, the whole manor was afraid to come out. What magic did he cast, and Baron Carl couldn't recover? President Lace has nothing to do with those businessmen. After all, he is a commoner. Even if he dies, it is enough to change another wave. But Baron Carl is a nobleman, and Lord Aspie even attacked him. If Master Carlo knew, something big is bound to happen. Lord Aspie is not qualified to be an elector, and I am now starting to worry about what it will be like if he is in power. Why did you stop? Keep going, yes. Yes. OMG. Master Tom. The last management of the Business Association is gone. The Trade Association controls the largest human slave trade. Now that they are dead, what will happen to Carshire, which has lost its economic backbone? That weird flame, is it really magic? Gain source points Fear, 0.01 points Dave. Gain source points Fear, 0.01 points Jack. Gain source points Fear, 0.01 points Carl. Gain source points Fear, 0.01 points Molly. It's boring, let's go back. It's really cool to do whatever you want with Aspie's face on, and it's also thanks to the battle at the front lines. All the masters on the elf side are occupied, however, for days have passed, and the battle is almost over. I should be ready to leave, but I shouldn't be caught by Aspie. I can tell Baron Carl to prepare for my farewell party. Damn. Aspie, this hypocritical bastard, treated my father like this while I was away, and executed the big businessman who supported the economy of Carshire? How dare he do this to us? Master Carlo, please calm your anger. Aspie is not something we can afford to provoke. So what? My golden arrow is a forbidden spell-level divine weapon. As long as I am given the opportunity, it is not impossible to kill him. Besides, Aspie's weird magic is not a good thing no matter how you look at it. Maybe he has been polluted by the dark elves. Maybe I am doing it for the heavens. Aspie has made too many enemies, and is moody and eager to retaliate, so it's not a good choice to surrender at all. Only by killing him can we eliminate the problem and switch to other electors. This scum is still playing around in disobedience to the summoning order of the Forbidden Magician. Wait, I will finish him on the battlefield. You are still young, and you haven't realized how powerful Aspie is. Aspie is not only a forbidden magic mage, but also blessed by a holy artifact. Master Carlo, Lord Aspie is back. This time, the magic circle was teleported from the city. Well done. I'm finishing him now. Master Carlo, please calm down. The golden arrow is too powerful. Using it outside the battlefield will bring harm to innocent people, and Aspie has the blessing of the holy artifact. Couldn't care less. Lord Carlo. Why does Karshire look so depressed? Is his business not working? What a waste. I gave it so many preferential treatment, yet it could not be helped up. Aspie, you son of the devil, go to hell. Wow. It can be compared to some small forbidden spell sneak attacks, but unfortunately it is meaningless. However, he was actually killed by his own weapon. Someone tried to assassinate me. You stay here to find Baron Karl and ask him what is going on. Roger. If it wasn't for the failure of the manor's teleportation array, I could only pass it to the nearest place first, and I wouldn't have come to this dirty place. According to the previous owner, the time for the arrival of the Dark Elf Queen is about to come. Although I already have a way to deal with her, if I could just master the means of fusion of the holy artifact. Talyalu, don't let me down. It's almost time for the Dark Elf Queen to be born. Since I'm far stronger than the four sages, it won't be so hard to kill the queen, but there will definitely be a king if there is a queen. I still need to master the art of fusion of the holy artifact before I can face the Dark Elf King, who has never made an appearance before. He must be very strong. What's going on? Where's my castle? Talyalu is still in the castle. Who destroyed my castle while I was gone? Damn him, I'm going to cut him into pieces. Only that bastard can fuse the holy artifacts, and if she dies, I have absolutely no hope of merging the four holy artifacts. Damn, not only the people were killed, but even their souls are destroyed. Who did this? Elf spell. The time staying here, going back in time, allows me to see the truth that has been covered up. Magic scene rewind. No, there is still a high possibility that she is alive. That room is full of all kinds of magical restrictions. The attacker will definitely be interested in her. As long as she is still alive, I can retake her. Wait, isn't this a human? How did he fly? Is he also a half-elf? No, he is the human slave I arranged to take care of Talyalu. He has no elf blood at all. What is going on? How does this bastard use magic? And it's a fire magic that can burn even the soul? Talyalu? So it wasn't my political enemy who made a sneak attack, but her. He even ran away with Talyalu and the holy sword. How can it be possible? How could that bastard use magic? No, it's not impossible. Talyalu was able to research the fusion of the holy artifact in her previous life. After all, she has filthy human blood within her, so it's not surprising that she studies how magic is used by humans. Damn, I was betrayed by them. Damn Talyalu. Lord Aspie, oh my god, where's the manor? After being attacked by the enemy, I have used the retrospective magic to see the appearance of the attacker. How's your investigation going? Strange things are going on in Karshire. Baron Karl has been transformed into a pig-like monster by a mysterious magic, and they say that it was you, Lord Aspie, who came to Karshire with a girl with a great sword on her back. But during that time we were on the battlefield. Someone was impersonating you. A girl with a great sword? It must be them. I want to issue a nationwide killing order. Those who dare to despise this Aspi's dignity, I must make him pay. This little stone really useful. Floating magic crystal presented by Karshir. Strange, why did Aspi suddenly think of me? Does he know that I was the one who made trouble for him? Gain source points shocked, 0.00001 points Aspi. Gain source points rage, 0.00001 points Aspi. No, I'm sure not a single one of them was left alive, and all the elves in that castle were burnt to ashes by me. Even if Aspi comes back and finds that his hometown is gone, he will only think that I was also killed by the enemy by the way. Could it be that he is angry? Such intense emotions, it is unlikely to be anger. He really recognized that I did it. Aspi is one of the few forbidden magicians who is proficient in almost all systems, so whether it is undead magic that captures souls or other systems, he should have a way to find out the truth. I'm curious, though, how did you know that Aspi found you? Judging by your emotions? Can you feel Aspi's emotions from this distance? Chinger? My lord, it's not me. Talyalu has woken up. I don't know what you are, but I can sense that you have no ill will. I don't want to move, just stay in my body and help me walk, huh? Dad said that the life-saving grace should be reciprocated by the spring, and I will repay you for saving me from the clutches of that dead fool. Chinger, why is Talyalu still conscious after you possessed her? What's going on? My lord, Talyalu's spiritual level is actually very high, but she voluntarily let me possess, so there is no problem. It turned out to be so. It's not a big problem, it's better that Talyalu wakes up. Talyalu, I don't need your repayment, my goal is to kill Aspi, if only you could give me a little help in this regard. Although I've been in a drowsiness, I still have a slight sense of the outside world. You are completely different from before. It's shocking. Have you changed your soul? However, we have the same goal, and I won't get too deep into your secrets. You know so little about elf magic that you don't even know about retrospective magic, which is very detrimental to your actions. Indeed, can Miss Talyalu answer my questions? Let me tell you some common sense first. Magic is inherent in the blood of the elf. As long as you have the blood of the elf, you can learn magic. And the forbidden spell is the most difficult to learn, so those who can cast it are really skilled. Standing is so tiring. Elf magic is divided into 4 levels: primary, intermediate, advanced, and forbidden spells. Aspi possessed the highest combat power in this world, the level of forbidden spells. Not to mention that this Aspi also has a holy artifact to assist. You should have seen the armed forces of Karshire. Now the battle is tight in the front, and the armed forces of the city and county in the rear are not strong. The intermediate mages are the best, and many of them are only junior mages. So don't feel like you can do whatever you want in the fairy kingdom. It's not good, the conversion efficiency of the innate true chi is too low, and there is no 6 desires golden elixir to continuously supply me with energy after crossing. The converted version of the flowery swords does not last long. It's not realistic enough to beat Aspi. Impersonating others can only gain me source points and expand my own popularity. With the identity of the original owner, it is easy to attract the attention of fools like Aspi and even besiege them. Can't cast a wide net to collect source points, it's not working. My lord, don't worry, there must be any other way. My magic power has been blocked by that idiot, so I can only provide theoretical support, but I see that you're not that bad yourself. It will be a great thing, come on. Chinger, you should come out of her body, now it looks like a schizophrenia. Oh, eh? Come back here. I am a fragile child. I need your help. Don't be fooled, you're just lazy to walk by yourself. Huh? Someone is coming. There is a human who dares to walk on the road alone, with treasures and a half-elf girl that are worth a lot of money. He must be a fugitive slave. Vile bastard, let me, Lord Harry, punish you on behalf of justice. I was worried that I might have to eat and sleep in the open air at night. But there are kind and well-meaning people to send warmth. The world is really full of love, truth, kindness, and beauty. What are you talking about? God, forgive me. I'm so vulgar to yell at you. I am guilty. Please forgive my sin, merciful God. Woohoo. Gain source points revered, 0.01 points Harry. Gain source points revered, 0.01 points Tom. Gain source points revered, 0.01 points Mike. Gain source points shocked, 0.01 points Talulu. Holy psychic magic? But why is there an evil vibe? No, it's not magic. Kind Lord, that's how it is. I see. Chinger, take Talulu with you. We'll spend the night at this nobleman's place. Hey, is it really okay? Yes. Why did I kneel before this human? That's strange. Master Harry, what's going on? We're not being controlled, are we? Are you afraid of these mere humans? Just follow my orders. Run. Did I ask you to move? 8 difficulties demonic technique. Animal difficulty. Monster What the hell? Come back here. Hold on, don't come near me, go away. Please don't kill me, I'm rich, I have a lot of money. Do you think I am greedy for money and bloodthirsty? Your words hurt me too much. It takes too much demonic energy to use the period between one Buddha and the next difficulty for a long time, so I have to use other methods to make this guy honest and obedient. 8 difficulties demonic technique. Hungry spirits difficulty. Just let me and my weak sister stay at your place, okay? Gain source point fear 0.01 points Harry. Is he really human and not a devil of some sort? All right. Please don't kill me. How dare you talk badly about Master? I'm gonna punch you. What are you talking about? Master is a human. He is just gifted and more powerful than ordinary people. He is indeed not an ordinary person. To be able to rescue me from Aspie and to destroy his castle, this is not something ordinary people can do at all. I'd say things like I don't care about his abnormality when I'm sleepy, but I can't just ignore it. Don't exaggerate so much, it's weird. Hey! Even if he's really not human, I don't have a choice, so let's do it. Anyways, we have the same goal, as long as they can kill Aspie, it will be fine. God, what are those pig-headed monsters? It's so ugly. Why is Lord Harry leading the horse? The one sitting on the horse is a human? What exactly is going on? Gain source points fear, 0.01 points Harry. Gain source points rage, 0.01 points Tom. Gain source points fear, 0.01 points Shui Senator. Gain source points hate, 0.01 points Mike. Don't be disrespectful to Lord Cian. Otherwise, I will chop off your heads. Don't bother with these foolish people, they have no culture and have no idea how powerful you are. Okay, keep going. Yes. I shouldn't provoke him, or I'll be turned into a monster again. The masses are despising this guy, how can he still be very happy? Is he really some kind of a devil? I have already boarded his ship, so it's too late if he's a demon. So let's just get on with it. Honey, you're finally back. Wait, what happened to your clothes? Father, why are you leading a horse with a human sitting on it? What monster is that? So scary. Don't be rude. This is my most honorable guest, and you must treat him with the same respect as His Majesty. Gain source points shock, 0.01 points Harlan. Gain source points shock, 0.01 points Harley. Gain source points shock, 0.01 points Lena. I will be staying here for a while, sorry to bother you. Don't provoke him, or the consequences will be serious. But he's just a human. Master, you must be tired from the trip, please come to the guest room with me to rest. Okay. Wait, My dear, an emergency notification has been sent from the royal city. The chief knight has invited everyone here. They are waiting for you in the conference room. Let's leave it for now until I've served my guest well. What are you talking about? That's a notice from the royal city. Shut up. Just do as I say. Sounds like a big deal. Can I see it? This. Can't I? Yes, please follow me. Mother, what's going on? That's a human, right? Since we are having a meeting, you should change into some decent clothes first. Your orders are obeyed. My lord, this way. What are those monsters? Harry, you're back at last. How was the hunt? Emergency notifications rarely appear in the royal city, so you'd better open the contact crystal quickly. Are you not in a good mood, Master Harry? Yo, this conference room is quite stylish. What kind of a slave is that who dares trespass on the Lord's estate? Did they run away from the mine? No, a runaway slave would not run into Master Harry's estate. This male human is quite handsome. Master Harry might as well give him to me. Shut up. This is my distinguished guest, so show some respect. Master Harry, are you all right? Isn't this a human? Regardless of how good he looks, you are not interested in men, right? All right, hurry up and open the contact crystal for me. Okay. I'll deal with you later. Surprisingly, it is a nationwide letter for the elves. In the twin months of the 32nd year of the Silver Moon calendar, His Excellency Kim Wajidber Ashby discovered that a human was alleged to have been transformed by a dark elf and to have mastered magic. This human slave has used magic to take on the appearance of His Excellency Ashby, causing several vicious and violent incidents. With the permission of His Excellency Ashby, full information about the human slave will be revealed to the nation. We hope that the people of the kingdom will pay more attention to the human slaves around them, and if you find their whereabouts, please report them to your lord as soon as possible. Anyone whose report is confirmed will be rewarded 1,000 gold coins. If you succeed in catching him, you will be rewarded 10,000 gold coins. Isn't this what Master Harry brought back? Attention, this human slave has extraordinary strength, mastered the fire magic that burns the soul, and can also turn the elves into pig-like monsters. Do not risk capturing this slave if you are less than an advanced magician. Please be careful. Conference room. Repeat, in the twin months of the 32nd year of the Silver Moon calendar, His Excellency Kim Wajidber Ashby discovered that a human was alleged to have been transformed by a dark elf and to have mastered magic. Ashby's movements are really fast, as expected of him. Thanks to him, the source points have finally begun to increase. 7 days later, Hal Manor. I've caught really few preys. I feel like I'm wasting my time. Master needs more of them, but they can't be chosen casually. After all, Master have said that there are good and bad elves, and the innocent ones shouldn't be caught. Spirits controlled by 100 ghosts. Harry possessed by Quinger. Only catch bad elves who intentionally hurt humans, not bad. Send this batch over first, and then let's go further to catch the next bunch. Lord Harry, an investigator who is hunting down the human traitor, is here again. What? Well, I'll be right there as soon as I pack up. Hey! Deal with them, just like always. Be obedient, or you will be eaten. Can't see Ching. Talyalu said that if there is a person who practices undead magic among the investigators, it is possible for them to see ghosts. I can't continue possessing his body. Yes. Rest assured, Lord Ghost. You must be Mr. Harry Hal. I am the investigator Isdell who was ordered to hunt down that human traitor. Please cooperate with me to help the investigation. Hale Manor welcomes you, Your Excellency. But I must tell you honestly, there have already been 3 investigations before you which have yielded no results. The human traitor has not been caught so far, and the vicinity of Hal Manor is the only place where half-humans, half-pig monsters are seen passing by, so this is the key area to search. It's just a routine investigation, don't be nervous. Also, there have been cases of elves disappearing in various places recently, and most of the victims are low-level nobles. Has this happened in Hale Manor? Missing? Sorry, I'm not aware of that, but Hale Manor is a small place, so that shouldn't be the case. That's unfortunate. So, tell me more about that human trader while showing me around this place. Of course, Mr. Investigator, please come with me. That day I went hunting with my attendants, and I met a human and a half-elf girl. This human turned my attendants into a monster and forced me to bring him to the manor. So begins the nightmare. There is a gold mine near this manor. It should not be so depressed. It seems to have been hit hard. Everyone couldn't believe what was happening in front of them. The old guys who ran the manor with me bravely rushed to save me, but they were all brutally murdered, and their desperate roars echoed the sky. He said such a tragic thing quite bluntly. But the magic that can transform people into monsters is truly frightening. It's really a painful memory, and I don't seem to get over with it. By the way, Mr. Investigator, when will the subsidy for the Hale Manor be implemented? You can wait and let the professional elves deal with the losses caused by this human. I see. Please come this way. After a while. I haven't found anything strange so far. I'm going to investigate elsewhere. If you think of any clues, you can use the magic crystal ball to contact the investigator's headquarters. Okay. Good luck with your journey, and please help me rush for the grant. Breathe out. He has left, Lord Ghost. You can see that I am doing well. Ghostly bewilderment of the mind. Not bad. You did well in your task. There's nothing to do for you now. I will continue possessing you. All done. Nothing to do for now. Let's check if Master is back. A quarter of an hour ago, 100 miles away. Kemal Estate. Are you the slave who was transformed by the Dark Elves? Break out of the ground. Necromancer. The dead are reborn. How dare you come to my place? Are you seeking death? Death rot. Die, human. Divine Zen of Impact. Demonic energy conversion to innate true chi, finger of flowery swords. You talk too much. He actually cut off my head? How is that possible? This guy is not something I can deal with. I have to let the forbidden magician to catch this heresy. The necromancer is very powerful. He is still alive despite having his head chopped off. If there is no origin point prompt, I will ignore it and think he is dead. What's this? So disgusting. Finger of Nirvana. Fade away. Spending 50 origin points as a substitute for this Finger of Nirvana expenditure. Magic is so absurd. It's impossible to guard against it with the Divine Zen of Impact alone. The continuous burning of the fire element, the spore parasitism of the wood element, the spreading of cold of the ice element, and the strange damage of the necromancer element. Once the magic reaches the advanced level, it's really troublesome to deal with it, and sometimes the origin point used in and after the fight for healing is more than the harvest obtained from their emotions. It is not worth it. I have practiced Divine Impact of Zen and Startling Rainbow Escape again in the past few days. With the 8 difficulties demonic technique to deal with beginner and intermediate magicians, it is like chopping melons and vegetables, but when I encounter advanced magicians, I am a little powerless, and I have to rely on the conversion of demonic energy to innate flowery swords to achieve high damage. After all, I haven't encountered a forbidden magician yet. If I encounter an enemy with whom I can't inflict damage to, with the fake version of the flower sword, I will have a headache. Unfortunately, without the secret medicine like in Bakuin world, there is no way for me to practice Chanqing Bakuin either. As for the Finger of Flowery Sword, let's not mention the requirement for getting started. The threshold of refining flowery spirit from LV4 to LV5 is a super big trouble. The most important thing is to get the pink chi from the right beauties. In such a human-unfriendly world, it's almost impossible. It is a common concept in this world that humans are livestock. Even if 100 elves who mistreat human beings are killed, there will still be 101 elves that are full of malice towards human beings. I can't change this situation by myself. All I can do is to kill Ashby, who has carried forward these beliefs, and then put things right, push Talyalu to Ashby's place, and start making changes from the top. One day, human beings will no longer be discriminated against and can have dignity and freedom. This is what Talyalu said, and I believe she can do it. Rest in peace. After getting acquainted with Talyalu, she told me a few things about herself. It was her experience that gave me a general idea. Talyalu's mother was an elf noblewoman, and her father was a human ranger from the Far East. Because of fate, they met and fell in love, and then they had Talyalu. For the sake of her lover and children, this elf woman had been committed in promoting human equality, and also achieved good results, even promoting several humans as administrators. She has done many things that people can't even think of now, and she has succeeded. Because she was an elector of high status. It's a pity to meet the reborn Ashby. Both Talyalu's parents were killed by Ashby, and her mother's elector certificate was also taken away by his design. After a few years, there are not many people who remember Talyalu's mother, and the human's condition has fallen to the dust again. She chose the original owner to take care of her, just because the original owner is a human from the East like her father. Following me now, she also seek revenge against Ashby and continue to fulfill her parents' last wish. Fortunately, we have the same goal, and the child is already so miserable, I can only work hard and not let her down. Skill name, Mantra of the Inner Demons of the Six Desires, Desire for Smell Branch. Skill description, a technique based on Gee's experience. It was deduced by the system as a branch of the Mantra of the Inner Demons of the Six Desires, Desire for Smell. Although it's somewhat different from its original counterpart, such as of no consequence. When cultivated to a certain level, it can be employed to sense all kinds of unusual entities, refine their respective demonic essence, and place it at the practitioner's disposal. My two strongest fighting skills are either impossible or not easy to practice, but I have deduced the complete smell desire branch, although I don't know if this thing is authentic or not as I expected. It is not the whole chapter of the Mantra of the Inner Demons of the Six Desires, but a separate branch. But judging from the skill description, there are no traps laid in it, and cultivation is possible. But the problem is that this practice method is useless for the current situation. It's neither an offensive nor a defensive technique as I had hoped it would be, and now I even have to figure out how to refine unusual entities. Heaven knows what the heck that's supposed to be. As is the case with the finger of flowery swords, this technique also has a requirement that needs to be met in order to reach its entry level. The practitioner has to seal himself inside a container with the sourness of decay, the fragrance of pleasant body odor, and the freshness of birth, and complete 18 greater and lesser energy circulation cycles without break. When the time comes to unseal the container, the practitioner will have successfully reached the entry level if there's no trace of any of those scents. In other words, this means finding an old man, a teenager as well as an infant, refining their sense and converting them into true energy. There's a slight twistedness to this approach, but that's what you'd expect from one of the fundamental techniques of the XINMO sect. I can't expect to achieve much, and the finger of flowery sword is also difficult. If you want to kill Ashby, there's a long way to go. If it really doesn't work, I just need to use this hard shell of a holy sword. Anyway, this holy sword can cut through anything. It doesn't seem to be impossible. What a headache. It is better to go back first. I'm back. Nothing happened, right? What can happen? These pigheads wouldn't resist. That's good. Work hard for me. Don't you have enough to eat? The second one in the third row. Do you want to be lazy? Pull him out and beat him up for me. Don't. I'm innocent. You dare to argue? Beat him harder. Your origin point comes the slowest. How can I not beat you? This is the fate of disobeying Lord Cian. You can see it clearly. That's right. Only if you submit to the Lord can you get a new life. Do you want to talk too much? Go and dig for me. Humph. My lord, I'm obviously sincere to you. I heard your bullshit. Really? Why didn't I receive any origin points for admiration? Liar. Work hard, or I will go crazy. Compared with the kind of remote origin points that is brought about by notoriety, it is really more refreshing to swipe the screen with this kind of sustainable and stimulating close origin points that is kept in captivity. Ashby or something, it's better to think about that headache later. Master. Chinger, you are here. Master, unlike the previous batches, this one has fewer elves. Chinger is useless, it's enough. It would be hard to control if there are too many. As soon as Ashby's notice came out, each day, over 500 origin points were generated by the whole country. But after a couple of days, there was a significant drop in the number which was unexpected. You can see clearly, our working environment is like this. But it makes sense if you think about it. In the modern world, the vast majority of ordinary people are very calm when they see the reward offered for the wanted criminal. Unless the wanted criminal runs in front of you to commit murder, it is difficult to have any persistent extreme emotions. 500 origin points are the emotions of 50 million people. Looking at it this way, Ashby is actually doing his best, but it would be great if his wanted notice is taking effect once a day. Damn, sadly the memory of people can't be reset each time. It's a safe bet, do not miss this opportunity to become a lifetime contract worker. So during this period of time, I have to keep going out to do things and maintain my popularity for the origin points, but after all, the range of expansion is not as wide as the one made by Ashby, and the harvest is average. Now the biggest source of origin points is my own pig farm. Elves are indeed stronger than humans, and the origin point obtained from one elf is more than what a human can give, but over time, it will gradually decrease until it gets exhausted. Therefore, Chinger has been catching new elves in Baigue, so that I can continue to farm. Human, I'm Baron Ella of Dearth, you'd better let me go now, or I'll report you and have the guards chop off your head. Oh? It seems that you have already understood the assignment, so let's start directly. 8 difficulties demonic technique animal difficulty. All the old employees go inside, give your seats to the new ones, move quick. Humph. Help! Humph! Monster, I don't want to be a monster, huh? Talyalu, what are you doing? So tired. Talyalu, you're so old, why are you still snorting? It's so dirty. Are you stupid? I am forcing the magic power of the forbidden magic fruit out of the body, but unfortunately the effect is very small, only a little residue is forced out. Forbidden magic fruit? If it wasn't for the forbidden magic fruit, I wouldn't be what I am now. The magic power is completely blocked in my body, and I can't use any magic. Ashby, one day, I'll teach him a lesson 100 times. You mean, this residue of your snorting has the power of the forbidden magic fruit? What are you doing? Throw it away quickly, it's dirty. The smell desire branch can refine strange things to create the corresponding demonic breath. The residue of the forbidden magic fruit, can it not be considered a strange thing? If you can practice the breath of the forbidden magic fruit, wouldn't it be a 100% effective against mages? This snake nose is simply the nemesis of magic. Talyalu, since you can force it out, don't waste it, I'll find you a pot to collect them, it'll be of great use for me. No way, let me go. And Chinger, start preparing what I mentioned before, I want to start my practice. Oh? As long as the smell of desire branch can cultivate the power of the forbidden magic fruit, then I don't need to rework the finger of flowery sword, and I will directly take the forbidden magic fruit's breath. Will I then be afraid of Ashby while he can't use magic? I am so smart. Well, Chinger is actually ready and have all things prepared. In addition to the elves, there are animals to spare, just wait for my lord to deal with them. But the way Master is going to practice this time is very strange. Chinger feels a little bit abnormal. As expected of my little girl, she always thinks about me. No matter how the method of practice is, as long as it works, other things does not matter. Speaking of which, the pot you mentioned earlier, I found something similar. Would you like to see it? It's great, then I can use it directly after I pull out the 3 types of incense. Quickly take it out and let me see. The black pot with series of crucible lined up made of quartz and elephant bone, with balanced heating, normal magic control, with basic magic pattern of anti-spill and airtight, the best companion for novice potions magicians. While it's not the best pot, it should be more than enough to fulfill your requirements. Very good, I am very satisfied. Chinger, bring over all the old men and girls of the elves and those chickens, ducks, and goose eggs that are about to hatch. Next, I'm going to retreat and practice. Okay. What the hell are you practicing? That sounds weird. And you, Talyalu, remember to collect the residue of the forbidden magic fruit that you force out, and don't let it be thrown away. Chinger, you supervise her. Okay. What the hell are you trying to do by taking those? By the way, don't disturb me while I'm in seclusion, and don't uncover my pot when you hear any commotion. Fairmont Wilderness Time Rift. The fluctuation of space magic power has become much stronger. It is expected that the enemy will pass through the space-time crack in the next few hours. We should be prepared to face them. Enemy trail found. Mage type is Black Armor Mage. It's an army of forbidden spell level Black Armor Mages. The whole army listens to my orders. Attack. 4 hours later. Despicable invaders, you will pay the price for what you have done so far. Lord Ashby, as you expected, the enemy army was greatly weakened with the Great Sealing Array, and all of them have been annihilated. Very well, inform the other electors that the rift in time and space will not get closed in 3 days. If they are still unwilling to take the risk, then this opportunity and achievement of completely destroying the enemy can only be enjoyed by me, Ashby. The whole army should rest and be ready to give it their all after 3 days. We will rush into the rift of time and space. Electors other than me don't know the Dark Elf Queen, and with just a little bit of manipulation, the two sides can fight to the death. I can take the opportunity to kill the Dark Elf after their fight and solve all my troubles. A senior necromancer at the Kemal Manor in the fertile territory of Lord Ashby was attacked and killed. After investigation, it is suspected that the human trader slave you are concerned about has done it. This is the 8th one in recent days, but we've been unable to trace the hideout of the human trader slave. Already the 8th? That's enough. You don't have to worry about this. I will send a forbidden magician to deal with it. Xiayan, Xiayan, if you did disappear, I wouldn't really be able to do anything about you. But you are so arrogant and dare to commit crimes everywhere. You are just trying to kill yourself. My prophecy magic has been cultivated to an advanced level. As long as there are enough things that this bastard makes and the impact on this world is large enough, I can predict his coordinates. Even if he runs to the ends of the earth, I can catch him. In a few days. Wapakov. Finally, I have reached the introductory level of the smell desire branch. The smell is so strong, I am like a small cucumber that has been pickled and lost its moisture. Let's upgrade it all the way in one go. Skill name, Mantra of the Inner Demons of the 6 Desires. Desire of Smell branch. Skill the practitioner amount of true energy and sensitivity to smell S total are greatly enhanced. It can be employed to sense all kinds of unusual entities, refine their respective demonic essence, and place it at the practitioner's disposal. Current realm, LV4+. Sorry, not enough origin points to perform this upgrade. The origin points are not enough, but it only cost me about 800 origin points to upgrade to LV4. It seems that the mantra of the inner demons of the 6 desires, desire of smell alone, can't compare to the flower finger sword. Although I always feel that the smell desire branch deduced by the system is not very authentic. After practicing the smell desire branch, my entire sense of the outside world has changed in a wonderful way. Previously, the things I could notice first comes from seeing or hearing, but now the first thing I notice is the various scents in my surroundings. The scent of warm earth, the scent of heavy rocks, the scent of elves contaminated by my skill animal difficulty, the scent of ghosts, even the scent of the holy sword. No, no, not the scent of the holy sword, it is the scent of other objects stained on the holy sword. The holy sword itself does not have any scent. It's a pity, not to mention that the holy sword is not considered to be an exotic object judged by the smell desire branch. If you can't feel the breath at all, even if it's an exotic object, I can't refine it. Forget it, let's go back to the residue that Talulu had snorted. This thing is very special, it gives me a feeling that this breath is different from others. That's right, I sensed that, like a black hole, it kept devouring and dissolving some unknown substance in the air, annihilating that substance. Forbidden magic fruit residue. This forbidden magic fruit is indeed a strange thing, and it can be refined by the smell desire branch. Interesting. Let me learn the power of forbidden magic fruit that even can suppress great sages. Desire of smell breath absorption. Is it here, the end point predicted by Lord Ashby? Finally arrived. Jaeger, I have a task for you. Walk in the direction where the sun sets, until you reach the end of the Abyss Mountains. The human traitor slave is there. Kill him and bring back Talulu, or Talulu's soul, and the holy sword. I want to control the overall situation of that traitor. I'm occupied here and I can't leave at will. You are one of my most trusted subordinates, so you must not fail. That slave still has some skills. Don't melee him. Use forbidden spell magic to strike directly beyond the line of sight. If Talulu dies, use the soul bird to catch and bring back her soul. Jaeger, I have high hopes for you. I will never disappoint Lord Ashby. Just wait, only I can complete the mission. Go find that hideous bastard. Strange, how come there are so many undead in this manner? This is human? In the yard? It's disgusting to keep humans in the yard. Found it. Half-elf human slave. Lowly human, feel honored. I will use forbidden magic to grant you the greatest death. Elf spell. A spirit darker than twilight, a river redder than blood, appear in the torrent of time. In the name of Jaeger and Curtis, I call upon you to come to the world. Elf spell. With goat eggs, human flesh, and fills flowers as the medium. Elf spell. The souls of the heavenly fold and the bones of the dragon are sacrificed. Elf spell. I swear in the darkness to be faithful to the Lord of the Flame. Elf spell. Give them equal destruction to all the foolish things that stand in our way. Humph, help, help. Humph, 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 it's so hot. Woohoo, what's going on? Ugh. This aura, this coercion, can't be wrong. It's a forbidden spell. Have we been found? Elf spell. Show your wrath and become an all-conquering spear of tyranny. It's a fire-type forbidden spell, the fall of the blazing sun. Humph. Ugh. Master, I am not competent enough, Chinger. That's it, is this the end? Until the last moment and I still can't do anything, damn it. I cannot accept this. I'm not dead. Cian? Talulu, this is the legendary forbidden magic, right? The momentum of this destruction is quite intimidating. It's very strong, you can't even see where the enemy is, the damage range far exceeds the main world, and the absolute power is generally unmatched by the masters of the first level of innate realm. If I were using the normal version of Divine Zen of Impact without the breath of forbidden magic fruit, it would have been shot red 100 times in couple seconds, and I wouldn't be able to save myself even with the finger nirvana. Let's try how far I can go with my forbidden demon's breath on full fire. Engulfed. Not bad, not only does it have the effect of silence, but the heat associated with it is also blocked. The breath of the forbidden magic fruit is really magic nemesis. That is, the dosage is too large, it takes more than half of my energy to make a bubble with Divine Zen of Impact. What happened? Finger of Nirvana. Nothing, just creating a miracle by surviving under the forbidden spell. He didn't even say hello and attack directly. It was obviously coming at us. It's really strange. How did this guy find this place? Did you leave any trails when you went out? No, I have done a lot of other things in between each trip. Even if there was a backtracking magic, it's impossible to track me here. Moreover, if I was found, why wait until today? Let's not talk about this for now. I want to find out that guy and get rid of him, otherwise I wouldn't be able to bear a second attack of the same level again. Breathing deeply. Smell desire branch seeking breath. The whole place smells of burning, carbonation, and is basically devoid of any odor associated with life. Further away, there is the smell of dry clouds, and I smell sulfur, which is the source of that flame attack. Found it. Wait, you don't have the holy sword? You didn't run away after setting off that large-scale attack. Who gave you the courage to stand waiting here? Are you seeking death? Humph, the human slave is not dead. Is it Talyalu's space magic? Only you came here. It seems that the fall of the blazing sun that I used just now has consumed all her magic power. Demonic energy conversion to true chi finger of flowery sword. Ridiculous. Advanced magic without chanting? No wonder this human being is so arrogant. Passive defense magic? The acquired version of the fake finger of flowery sword can't break the defense. The forbidden magician is really not easy to fight. Demonic energy conversion to true chi innate version. Finger of flowery sword. Then let's try the innate version. Advanced magic without chanting is an instinct for forbidden magicians. I want to see how much magic power you have. Huh? What a powerful ray magic. Unfortunately, you missed. The wings of Phoenix, an advanced fire magic, was completely crushed. His attack was completely different from the previous one just now. What kind of magic did this guy use? Could it be that it is not advanced magic, but a forbidden spell? But the destructive power of forbidden spells is much higher than his attack, and it is impossible for forbidden spells not to be chanted. Bending and turning it as one pleases. What? That was close. Fortunately, I listened to Lord Ashby before I came, and casted a forbidden spell level of the sun shield, otherwise I would be dead. This magic shield has no shortcoming. In addition, even with the innate version of the fake finger of flowery sword, which takes too much demonic energy, I can't break this shield. It's so tough, forget it. Try this. Smell desire branch. Forbidden magic fruit breath. Dissipate. Damn, the forbidden spell mage is too difficult to deal with. If there was no forbidden magic fruit breath, the fake version of finger of flowery sword can't even break the shield. It costs too much to use the breath of the forbidden magic fruit. More than half of the forbidden magic fruit breath was used to defend against the forbidden spell, and in order to break the opponent's defense, the remaining half was also consumed. The forbidden magic fruit breath refined by LV4 smell of desire branch can't be regenerated. I must rely on raw materials. Fortunately, Talyalu is there, but although the quantity of forbidden magic fruit breath in her body is large, it is also limited. If it is to fight Ashby, it is estimated that the holy sword is still needed, and the breath of the forbidden magic fruit can only be used to break Ashby's defense or defend against the forbidden spell of the opponent. Let's go, Talyalu. How do you think this forbidden mage know we were here? This is indeed a problem. But I'm sure that I didn't leave any trails that leads to me. If it's not a problem on our end, then someone has deliberately targeted you. Woo, my lord, I died again. Finger of Nirvana. It's okay. Did Ashby really practice that magic? Do you have any idea? Talyalu. Advanced prophecy magic system is locked by fate. The more you actively influence the fate of the people around you, the easier it is to be locked by that magic. Prophecy is difficult to practice, but other than this, I can't think of anything else. What the hell, this kind of magic exists. Aren't you doomed to be caught no matter how much you run? So if I had gone out and gotten into trouble, wouldn't I have been handing Ashby a rope to catch me? Don't worry, if he locks your coordinates once, fate will erase previous prophecy's traces, and he won't be able to catch you again unless you continue going out and screw around every day. There are always ways to uncover what is hidden. Talulu, I didn't ask you before, tell me about Ashby's sacred artifact. This is no secret at all, most people know about them. Ashby was already one of the first-rate among the forbidden magicians, and with the blessing of the holy artifact, he could be said to be almost invincible in this world. The forbidden spell with extremely long time cooling is a normal attack in his hand. Sunfall spell like the one we were attacked by, can be casted multiple times without cooling down time for Ashby. The Holy Sword was able to cut through the entire Manwha's shield without magic, and even Ashby thought it was a primitive and simple weapon, so he threw the sword in that tower and ended up not using it, which played in our favor, not to mention the other 3 artifacts that he found to be more useful than the Holy Sword. The Holy Shield can defend against all attacks, and can even be used as the eye of several large-scale defensive formations, expanding its own characteristics countless times, and has the reputation of being an insurmountable shield. The Holy Ring allows the magician to cast spells without chanting. No matter how long the incantation is, the forbidden magic can be cast instantaneously with the help of the Holy Ring, consuming very little of the caster's magic power, and can automatically restore magic power. It is a never-ending spellcasting machine. The Holy Crown can give the magician a powerful body. Magicians have always been strong in spirit and weak in body, but the Holy Crown can convert spirit power into physical strength, completely making up for this defect. Thinking about it carefully, it is impossible for Ashby to be killed with him possessing the 3 holy artifact. I am so naive. Don't be discouraged, as the saying goes, there are no absolutes in the world, man will conquer the sky, and maybe a miracle will happen. Master, don't you think so? Infinite magic power, absolute defense, infinite forbidden spells, super strong physical body, this is simply being invincible. The destructive power of the forbidden spell is not inferior to the martial arts of the innatist or second level of the main world, and it may even be stronger. The disadvantage is that it requires chanting time and a long cool down. However, Ashby has the blessing of the holy artifact, thus not having these defects at all. Although I have the breath of forbidden magic fruit, but who knows whether it can break the defense of the holy shield. If it can't be broken, the breath of forbidden magic fruit can only be used to passively defend the opponent's forbidden spell. The total amount of forbidden breath is limited, while Ashby's magic power is almost infinite. Wait. Chinger's spell taking off opponent weapon seems to be specially designed to deal with this situation. If I can get rid of the Holy Ring or the Holy Shield, I will not be afraid Ashby. However, the success rate of Chinger's spell is, otherwise I will need another battle of attrition. I need a lot of origin points, a lot of forbidden magic fruit breath. Children won't grow tall if they keep sighing all the time. Just leave it all to me, I already have a rough plan. Really? I practiced my martial arts before, and by the way, I managed to refine the bit of forbidden magic fruit residue that you discharged. I didn't expect it to be this effective. You can also see the effect, I can even defend against the forbidden spell. As long as Ashby can't cast spells, I will have a chance against him. However, all the forbidden magic fruit breath I refined was consumed in the fight with the forbidden magician. Do you know where I can get forbidden magic fruits? The forbidden magic fruit was found by Ashby, I've never heard of it before. Then I can only extract the forbidden magic fruit from your body and refine it. Although it's troublesome, but it's the only way available. Fortunately, I was reluctant to use the finger of Nirvana to save her before, otherwise where would I go to find the forbidden magic fruit now? Really? Can the forbidden magic fruit that has been digested in my body be extracted by you? So what are you waiting for? Get started. Okay, stand still, I'm going to start extracting it. Smell desire branch extracting root. Talulu. Talulu, are you all right? It's okay, it's just soreness in the bones, just take it slow. But Talulu, you have to get used to this feeling. Most of the effects of the forbidden magic fruit are completely integrated with your body. It is very difficult to get it out completely, and it will take a long time to get rid of it. Ha ha ha, after 5 years, I finally felt the surging of the external magic elements again, although only a very faint trace, but this feeling is so wonderful.